Get up, look at the way that pussy talking. I'ma talk back and now fuck what you heard. That body's out of control. Rap, diamonds and gold. And she gon' rain champagne like she just won a game. Look, I don't play about mine. What the fuck you say about mine? You know I'm big stepping, walking through the door. And when I'm getting money, yeah, I'ma get some more. And they be like, who that? We that? Who that? We that? Who that? Take a picture, baby, let me step back. Who that? We that? Who that? We that? Who that? Take a picture, baby, let me step back. Look at the way that pussy talking. I'ma talk back and now pick it up. Look at the way that pussy talking. I'ma talk back and I'ma walk it. You know I'm big stepping, walking through the door. And when I'm getting money, yeah, I'ma get some more. And they be like, who that? We that? Who that? We that? Who that? Take a picture, baby, let me step back. Who that? We that? Who that? We that? Who that? Take a picture, baby, let me step back. Who that? We that? Who that? We that? Who that? Take a picture, baby, let me step back. Who that? We that? Who that? We that? Who that? Take a picture, baby, let me step back.
Everywhere I go, I'm winning. Everywhere I go, I'm never stopping, cause I'm always.
You better say it to my face or don't say it at all, ho. Cause I'm really the shit. I don't smoke, I levitate, meditate. I'm high as the sky and shit. LVs on my face, I don't see the hate. I'm perfect timing it. Anything I want in this world, it's mine. Cause I'm the A, not the B, the one, not the two. And when I'm in the city, I show them how I do. Everywhere I go, I'm winning. Everywhere I go, I'm winning. Everywhere I go, I'm never stopping, cause I'm always on go. Left, right with it, side to side with it. If you get money every day, they hands high with it. Everywhere I go, I'm winning. Everywhere I go, I'm winning. Everywhere I go, I'm never stopping, cause I'm always on go. I'm budding the ring, I'm always winning. Got so much money, I'm always spending. Baby girl, you know that nigga stay broke. You know he ain't winning, he hate. I grind to 448. You can see it all on my face. Perfect timing it. Anything I want in this world, it's mine. Cause I'm the A, not the B, the one, not the two. And when I'm in the city, I show them how I do. Everywhere I go, I'm winning. Everywhere I go, I'm winning. Everywhere I go, I'm never stopping, cause I'm always on go. Left, right with it, side to side with it. If you get money every day, they hands high with it. Everywhere I go, I'm winning. Everywhere I go, I'm winning. Everywhere I go, I'm never stopping, cause I'm always on go. You know what time it is? Go ahead, back it up, drop it down, do that real nice. You the baddest bitch in here, top 10, go ahead, live your life. Getting money, hair done, nails did, you ain't gotta ask twice. Yeah, that's fucking right, cause you the A, not the B, the one, not the two. And when you in the city, tell them what you do. Everywhere I go, I'm winning. Everywhere I go, I'm winning. Everywhere I go, I'm never stopping, cause I'm always on go. Left, right with it, side to side with it. If you get money every day, they hands high with it. Everywhere I go, I'm winning. Everywhere I go, I'm winning. Everywhere I go, I'm never stopping, cause I'm always on go.
Y'all know how this goes. I'm not going to keep repeating myself, but I guess I have to, because the day I god dang forget to tell y'all some shit, I might actually have some money and somebody might try me. Everything is already reported before. This is secondhand. Don't come for me. Go to the damn websites, okay? These are actual accredited news websites. Don't come for me, okay? You ain't going to get shit but debt. If you want to pay my student loan bills, go for it. With that said, let's begin.
Let's get it. Green light, let's get it. Green light, let's get it. Green light, let's get it. I'm the future, I'm in it. Check score, I'm winning. Green light, let's get it. I just win. I'm on 10.
Hey, what's up? How y'all doing? Give me just a second. One, I'm bouncing, which I don't really like that at all. No, I'm not trying to do that. Thank you. Let me move so y'all can see me. Oh, no, that's not good. I'm not even on the chair. All right. Anyways, there you go. Hello. How y'all doing? Welcome to Talk On It. I'm your hostess, Kisu. Give me just a moment so I can get my shit up all together. I'm not all the way. I'm medicated. That's all I can say. But let me go ahead and say hello.
Hello, motherfucker.
Hello.
And
hi.
So, anyways, we're going to go ahead and get into the first story because I think we really need to know who our actual ops are. As a lot of people been saying, you can't, not all skin folk are kinfolk. These folks right here, I don't know what they was thinking, but some of them did stupid shit. Some of them I think we can forgive, but you tell me. Hey, Terry. All right, so let's go ahead and begin because this shit is going to be long tonight.
And then the smoke got me.
So these are the Black Stars who have disappointed us big time. Let's look at the ones. So let's just get this out the way first. Being black and famous does not make you pro-black or whatever the hell they calling. And now they're saying if you pro-black, you're not. I don't know. But anyways, we need to stop acting shocked every time someone with money decides they're above the rest of us. Because I have learned many a times in my life about the damn crab bucket, okay? You got that one motherfucker that wants to pull everyone down, okay? Instead of getting out the damn bucket and helping the next motherfucker out, nah, they want to pull you back down. So I think we understand who these folks are. Okay, and we need to stop acting shocked every time. Anyways, so let's go down the list. Take Ben Carson. Once upon a time, black folks were proud of that man. World-class surgeon, historic achievements, inspirational story. Honestly, I kept getting him mixed up with the pizza chain owner. I couldn't figure out which one was which, and I still really can't. Then he hopped into Republican politics, ran against Drumpf, lost, and somehow decided the consolation prize was running hood like it was a church fundraiser. Housing policy turned into vibes, and black folks who needed real help got sermons instead. Hello, lady. How you doing? I'm so glad that you came back. Let's see here, and let's see, where was I? Okay. Housing policy turned into vibes. Black folks who needed real help got sermons instead. And that's when the sellout allegations started. And they didn't come from nowhere, okay? That's one of the people. Next one. Now, LeBron James, still a legend on the court, but off it, the MLK Nike shoes, modeled after the Lorraine Motel, was a choice. I'm going to tell you the whole story in a bit. You got to see this shit because there's a whole story about this shit. A tone-deaf capitalism meets tragedy kind of choice. People weren't mad because they hate LeBron. They were mad because Dr. King is not a branding opportunity. I'm telling you that right now. He's not. And I'm getting sick of all these people trying to make money off of every goddamn thing. Not everything needs to be a moneymaker. Then there's Nicki Minaj, who decided MAGA aesthetics were cute and started praising Drumpf over a fake Christian genocide in Nigeria that experts say literally does not exist. That's not doing your own research. That's spreading propaganda with a wig on. The Deport Nicki petition didn't come out of thin air. And believe me, I've signed 2 of them. I'm going to go see if there's some more because somebody posted up the wrong damn numbers. We got to be over 100,000 by now. Anyways, Lil Wayne told us years ago he doesn't feel connected to Black Lives Matter because he's rich. Well, god dang it, I never was that interested in your ass anyways, you weirdo. Then popped up smiling with Drumpf, talked criminal justice, and magically got a pardon. Funny how that works. And Kanye, listen, at some point we have to stop calling that genius behavior and call it what it is. Dangerous, anti-black, anti-Semitic, and unhinged. The man is nuts, okay? When his mama died, he lost it. We all said it, and damn it, look what happened. All 3 great disappointments. Girl, I done called out about 5 of them. Let's see here now. We ain't even done. Okay, Kanye, yeah. Slavery wasn't a choice. Go ask my goddamn family members, okay? Go ask them. Them motherfuckers was still... I know people who have actually picked cotton. They are in my life is what I'm trying to say. Anyways, but they had a choice, either that or die without money. At least they were getting paid for that. But anyways, Hitler wasn't misunderstood, and begging Drumpf to free the diddler is not activism. No, if anything, that's a crime against society. Why would you try to do that, you weirdo? You already nuts. Don't go ahead and let the demon back out. Shit. Let him. Ooh, I hope he gets more time. God forgive me. And in Stephen A. Smith, add in Stephen A. Smith playing armchair politics analyst with zero accountability. That motherfucker is a sports commentator. How the hell did he get his stupid ass into politics? I'll never know. Raven Simone is disrespecting black names like that wasn't self-hate on display. How rude. Snoop and Denelli are dancing at Drumpf's crypto ball, and Michael Jordan's famous Republicans buy sneakers too moment. You see the pattern, huh? Money doesn't radicalize people. Comfort does. And I'm going to tell you right the fuck now, I'm not crazy about it. Money gives me a fucking headache. It's one of the reasons why some of my hair is turning fucking gray. All I want to do is be comfortable, get my bills paid, and maybe have a little fun if I get a chance. My titties are just going cuckoo. I can't stand it. Hold on. I got to do something about that. Let me just... Give me a second here. All right, because this ain't going to work. All right, that's better, because I can't be flopping all over the place. That's just rude as hell. Rude and inconsiderate. That dude is weird, okay? When he sat his silly ass up there talking about... First of all, he threw me off because I thought he was into the church at one point. And then he turned around and... I don't know. Kanye scares the shit out of me at this point. I hope that doesn't happen to me when the time comes, God forbid, that I lose my mother. Because, whoo, Lord, that man really went off the... Does he realize he's black? I just want to know. His mother would not be happy about this shit. I heard good things about his mother. His mother would very much be... He need to take his medication. See, that's what happens when motherfuckers don't take their medication. I'm always medicated. So you can't tell me shit. Anyways, that's it for the first story. We about to get into some bullshit. So go ahead, get yourself a drink if you got to. Take a puff if you got to, because I know I will. And you gonna need it, because the fuckery is very thick tonight. That's all I can say. Before I do that, if you like what I'm doing, or if you don't like what I'm doing, you have some recommendations, as long as you come at me in a respectful way, go ahead and put those in the comments. I actually might listen to them, because believe me, this is a huge upgrade from how I started, and I did it from listening to folks. So anyways, let me go ahead and show y'all my commercial. As always, I'll be right back.
It's just me and the fam. 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 Yeah. It's just me and the fam. See my little tay-tay, that's my hype girl, that's my mascot. No one's go for hours and some hours till we pass out. Stay inside the house, turned up with the racks out. Stay inside the house, turned.
I'm telling you right now, I'm going to be on this case until they tell me to knock it off, because this man needs his respect too. Hardly anybody saying this man's name. All they talking about is Renee Good. Let's remember, she was not the first person this year to be offed by them. This man was. Let's talk about it. I don't know why they gave him that nickname. Anyways, Keith Porter Jr., I ain't saying that again, was a 43-year-old father, a community member, and a U.S. citizen. And he's dead because of off-duty ICE agent. An off-duty ICE agent decided to play judge, jury, and executioner on New Year's Eve. How many times I got to tell y'all? I don't know how it got to California, but I know when I moved to Louisiana, I learned about this crazy ass thing. What they do is they go their ass outside. We learned this real quick because we moved like a day after Christmas. By the time we got there, it was time for New Year's Eve. Anyways, these crazy motherfuckers in Louisiana, they go outside with their force multipliers. They point them up in the air. And at the stroke of New Year's, these weirdos start pew, 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 all up in the air. Needless to say, I think they forgot gravity works in a strange way. And we have seen news stories about dumbasses getting caught in the fray. That's why it's usually one or two of them dumbasses out there doing it. Everybody else is inside. So somehow Keith decided to do this stupid shit too. And unfortunately, a dumbass was nearby and unalived him. Is it reckless? Yes. Should he have died for that? Hell no. He wasn't pointing at anybody. So I'll explain this. Porter was outside his Los Angeles apartment complex celebrating the holiday, reportedly firing an AK-style rifle into the air. Was it reckless? Absolutely. Was he threatening anyone? Witnesses say no. Nobody said he aimed at anybody. No person, not a person, okay? Nobody said he chased anyone. You know where this is going, right? Because look what they did to Renee. This is a black man. You already know where this is going. The off-duty ICE, okay, what happened next is where things get ugly. The off-duty ICE agent, now identified as Brian Palacios, allegedly left his apartment armed with his department-issued force multiplier. After a verbal exchange, Palacios says he identified himself and ordered Porter to drop the weapon. You're not a police officer, stupid. Anyways, LAPD claims Porter fired 3 rounds towards him, but witnesses dispute that version, and it's still unclear whether Palacio was even injured. You know damn well, had he been injured, we would have heard all of this shit on the damn news. Black man attacks ICE agent, and then all of our asses would have had some shit to deal with. Anyways, here's what we do know. Porter was pew-pewed and unalive before LAPD even got their asses over there. Now let's talk about Palacio's background, because it matters. Court documents show prior allegations of abuse, including whipping his children with a belt. Well, my mom did that shit, and nobody had came to save my ass. Making racist and homophobic remarks, now that's rude and disrespectful, and allegedly bringing a firearm to a youth sports event. That shows instability. That motherfucker ain't stable in his head. That doesn't scream stable decision maker under pressure. Hell no. That screams you are probably one more felony away from there. That's all I'm saying. And this isn't isolated. Days earlier, another ICE agent in Minneapolis fired into a woman's... I don't know why they keep saying days earlier. This happened on New Year's Eve. Days later, they unalived Renee Good, later labeling her as a domestic terrorist. Porter, ICE called him an active pew-pewer. I can't stand these damn censorships. Civil rights groups are rejecting both labels. This is the first recorded unaliving of a U.S. citizen by immigration officers under the Drumpf presidency, and media coverage has been inconsistent at best. Even journalists are admitting stories like this get buried because the news cycle is overloaded. This bastard's doing this shit on purpose. I really already knew your ass was a dirty pervert. Just release those fucking files and somebody tell me, who the hell is Bubba? I still want to know who Bubba was, because I don't know no girls named Bubba. I really don't. So you went down on somebody named Bubba, and I want to know, is it the horse? Or is there a human other than Bill Clinton named Bubba? You act like we forget shit. I don't forget nothing, motherfucker. I still got grudges on motherfuckers from years ago. Like, I'm talking about preschool, bastard. I can be that damn petty. I'm not forgetting none of this shit about your dirty asshole. And then let's not forget 34 felonies. And I heard you got 58 incoming ones. And these motherfuckers voted for your ass. I can't believe this shit. Oh, Lord have mercy. I thought America was a little bit smarter than this. I mean, I knew we wasn't the smartest country, but damn it. I digress. Let me get back to this shit. All right. Black Lives Matter Los Angeles held a vigil and made it clear silence isn't an option. As Melina Abdullah said, you don't get to murder people because you don't like how they're celebrating. Public trust in ICE is already in the gutter, and this one digs the hole deeper. Keith did something crazy. I've never advocated for that stupid ass thing, because it's like, you do realize once those things go up in the air, at a certain point they will come back down. Do you think you really want to be in that area when it's happening? Now, I don't know if it's really illegal out there. I know it's frowned upon in Louisiana, even though motherfuckers still do it. but I don't think it required him to be labeled an active shooter. Are you serious, dude? How the hell you gonna report something you wasn't even there? I wish somebody would find some damn video of it, because everybody is videotaping shit. I don't know why nobody had recorded that. Anyways, we're gonna move on, because I told you this shit is not over. It's getting really stupid. This one right here, we're gonna get stupid out the way real quick, okay? You know who I'm talking about. Anyways, here we go.
Emotional content.
You damn well please. This jackass here, Drumpf, a year ago vowed to make MLK's dream a reality. I don't remember ever hearing him say that. Black leaders say he's done the opposite. I agree with that, definitely, but I don't remember him ever saying some shit like that. He said black folks love him. I can't stand his motherfucking ass. And the last time I checked, I'm over 60% fucking black. Yes, I am. Let me see. I'm like 65%. I believe that roots me in there, motherfucker. Anyways, let's talk about it. Drumpf stood at a podium, looked America in the face, and said his administration would make Dr. King's dream a reality. You mean it would make it a fucking nightmare-scape, you crazy Let's start with the numbers. Only 13% of black voters supported him. So, no, he didn't win Black America. I want to tell that 13% of us, stay your ass wherever the hell you came from. Because you low down dirty bastards, you helped do this shit. Dumbasses. Anyways, and some of them are related to me. So, I mean it. I mean it. I'm saying it with my damn chest. Stay your asses over there with them. So he didn't win Black America. He keeps renting our icons without permission. Dr. King's dream was about justice, voting rights, fair wages, education, and dignity. Drumpf's presidency, rollbacks, reversals, and regression. And I'll be damned if I pick anything, motherfucker. That legacy will end with my mama. I ain't picking a damn thing unless it's something to have to do. Well, my mother made me pick fucking weeds, but that was just, her being a damn clean person, I guess. I don't know. I hate fucking weeds. Little ass fucking. It wasn't even a garden. You could walk 3 steps and be out of it. She got me picking weeds. That was so stupid. I'm so glad I stayed on the couch the day of that voting day. Girl, maybe had you voted, we might not be in this trouble. We won't talk about that, okay? I love you too much, but you know how I feel about that. Because I promise your ass, if he has a relative run next 2028, I will force you to vote. Because I ain't doing this shit again. Yeah, a lot of us had to pick weeds. But anyways, we wasn't forced by demand, is what I'm saying. Where was I? Okay, yeah. Democratic strategist Jamar Brown. I need to see who the hell that was, honestly. I didn't even look. It just irritated the fuck out of me. That's how bad it was. I hate when these people do this shit. Why do they call me at crazy ass times? Of course, it's spam. Who the hell calls people at almost 7 o'clock at night? That is the stupidest shit. People are eating dinner and getting ready for work. Okay, you stay local when voting, but I'm telling you right now, if another damn Drumpf comes around, I will force your ass. Shit. Because this should never happen again. Never. This is ridiculous right here. This shit right here calls for everybody to fucking go out and vote. Because we can't keep, you know what? I'm cool. If y'all motherfuckers don't want to vote, that's fine. I'm leaving the fucking country anyways. All right? That's all I'm going to say about that shit. And I'll continue. Democratic strategist Jamar Brown said it plainly. Drumpf and Dr. King do not share the same vision at all. While King fought to expand civil protections, Drumpf has chipped away at them. Funding for public schools and HBCUs, cut. DEI programs, gutted. Girl, if that weirdo, his son, decides he wants to run, so help me God, I swear your ass, I'll tie you to the top of the car and bring your ass to the damn poles. Shoo! Never again. I promise you, it's on site. I can't stand that family at this point. At least that lineage right there, I can't stand them. Fuck. Whew, Lord Jesus. Never again. We can never have this happen again. Because I swear to God, anyways. So funding public schools, he cut. DEI programs, gutted. Then celebrated like a culture war trophy. At a White House briefing, Drumpf actually bragged about ending DEI, calling it world lunacy, and thanked God for it. Man, God don't want nothing to do with you. I honestly don't think he want nothing to do with you. Meanwhile, black employment spiked to its highest level since the panorama, and black business growth started sliding backwards. Then came the one big, and we ain't gonna talk about that ugly ass thing. Massive Medicaid and SNAP cuts that disproportionately hit black communities, all to fund $4.5 trillion in tax cuts for the wealthy. I really do hope Europe taxes the shit out of these motherfuckers because they think they can just turn us into their slaves. I'll be damned. Anyways, where was I? This is just redistribution, and it's not in our favor. Even Dr. King's children are saying, don't put our father's name in this. Bernice King has been crystal clear. The Civil Rights Act didn't give black people special treatment. It made discrimination illegal. Do y'all not understand? Every fucking thing that we've ever had, black folks in general, has been for everybody. You got Asian hate crimes bills, okay? That's for just the Asians. You got anti-Semitic. That's for just the Jewish. You got veteran laws. That's just for the veterans. Black people ain't got shit. Because everything we got, everybody got to have. We ain't got nothing special for us. So you can miss me with this bullshit here. Anyways. It made discrimination illegal. I thought discrimination was illegal. Trying to flip that narrative is historic gaslighting. MLK the Third added that the problem isn't just policy, it's a loss of humanity. Yeah, he's about right. I ain't never seen people this cruel in my life. I don't think humans are able to do this. That's why I faithfully believe this administration is full of demons possessing body bags. That's what I think. Has more rights than we do. Yeah, I'm not reading all of that. The alphabet mafia, yeah, you do. They do. And despite all this, Bernice King made one thing clear. We are not going backwards. Drumpf might want to cosplay civil rights language, but the receipts don't match the speech. I ain't being nobody's fucking servant, so you can walk your ass on, in my opinion. Moving on, because I'm telling you, this shit ain't getting any better. Section 8 housing assistance in jeopardy from proposed cuts and restrictions. Republicans and the Drumpf administration are coming for Section 8 housing, and they're not even pretending to it's subtle. Section 8 helps over 5 million people afford housing by covering the gap between income and market rent in cities like Los Angeles, where you need over $74,000 a year to comfortably afford a one-bedroom. This program, the difference is between stability and homelessness. Did you hear me? $74K for one bedroom. One bedroom. Not for your whole family. Your whole family got to sleep in that bedroom. If that's the case, that's what you got to make in Los Angeles. I'll never move over there anyways. The House GOP wants to freeze funding at 2025 levels, ignoring rising rent, which could push 400,000 people off vouchers. The Senate version is only slightly less cruel, potentially cutting 250 recipients. Earlier proposals even suggested slashing the program by 43%. Y'all motherfuckers don't like people, do you? You feel like you got enough money, so fuck everybody else, huh? Damn, y'all some evil fuckers. I do not want us to be here for the apocalypse. I really didn't. The HUD stepped in with new rules, time limits on assistance, work requirements, and banning families with undocumented members from receiving aid. even if the rest of the household qualifies. Yeah, they do. They need to increase a lot of shit and fix a lot of shit. But these motherfuckers just sitting up there bowing down to these rich motherfuckers. I just don't get it. It's like you have that much money. I'll never understand it. Anyways. HUD says this will encourage, let's see here now, just blah, 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 undocumented. Yeah. HUD says this will encourage self-sufficiency. Critics said it'll encourage homelessness. Yes, it will. Work requirements have already been proven to shrink participation in Medicaid and food assistance. Not because people won't work, but because paperwork, disabilities, caregiving, and unstable employment get ignored. Who you telling? And the undocumented family ban, that could displace 20,000 households, tearing families apart under the guise of law and order. Y'all just evil, okay? These motherfuckers are evil as hell. I don't understand how y'all sitting up there, this is our country. No, it isn't. You came over here and stole it and damn near ran several fucking tribes into in extinction. My fucking tribe doesn't exist anymore because of you bastards, okay? Fuck. And you want to talk about this is our country. Fuck you. You damn thieves. Now look what you're doing. This has got to be the devil. That's all I gotta say. Anyways, HUD Secretary Scott Turner says faith and self-help could replace aid. No, that's the dumbest thing I ever heard. Yes, God will take care, but motherfucker, no. You trying to sit up there and say, okay, instead of me giving you some money, here's a prayer. Hell no, that don't work. Meanwhile, Project 2025 calls housing assistance a poverty trap. Yeah, that's why it's Project 2025. And it's been architectured by all the richest motherfuckers in the world, in this fucking country. That's real easy to say when your rent isn't on the line. Only 1/4 of eligible households even receive Section 8 now, and landlords already discriminate against voucher holders illegally. This is fucking punishment, and I can't stand these people. I'm telling you right now. I'm so sick of this fucking administration or whatever the hell y'all want to call it. I think it's just demons getting what they want. Because these can't be humans. You can't say this is a fucking human. Anyways, here come our favorite friend, Ben Crump, but this is a fucked up situation, so check this out. Ooh, Lord. So a 70-year-old grandmother's tragic fate on a Universal Orlando coaster ride has been Crump involved. So apparently race has to do with it. I don't know how. If anything, I ain't getting on none of them damn rides anyways. I made that quite clear when I was 5 years old. I'm not getting on no roller coasters, nothing moving that fucking fast. Hell, you be lucky if you get me on a teacup ride. Real talk. I ain't playing. I'm just that scary. Anyways, so a 70-year-old De La Luz Mahia Rosas. God dang, this woman got a lot of names. De La Luz Mahia Rosas went to Universal Orlando to enjoy time with her family. She rode the Revenge of the Mummy roller coaster and never made it home. After exiting the ride, Rosas became unresponsive. She was hospitalized and died 2 weeks later. What the fuck happened to her? The medical examiner ruled her death a ruptured aneurysm with no trauma listed. This woman had a heart attack? Oh, Lord, no. Like it burst in her head or something? Anyways, the ride itself isn't mild. Why would you put a woman that old on a ride that fast anyways? I wouldn't put my mama on no shit that damn fast. God dang. I mean, I know an airplane, but not that. Shit. Anyways, the ride isn't mild. It includes a 39-foot drop, couldn't be me. Backwards motion, I'd have thrown up. Sudden braking, I'd have pissed myself. And a documented history of incidents. Since opening in 2004, there have been at least 16 reported cases, including a man who died after falling onto the loading platform during the ride's opening year. Hell no. Shit. You know all the motherfuckers that want to be the first? Go ahead. You can be the first. I don't need to be the first on nothing new. Hell no. Now, if we talking about who's first to get paid, I'll be in that line. But I don't want to be the first on shit that's new. If it's opening, no, I don't want to. I'll wait for the first 3 people. If them motherfuckers come out alive, then maybe I'll go. Y'all done lost your damn minds. This is ridiculous. Anyways, civil rights attorney Ben Crump has filed a lawsuit demanding transparency about safety protocols, maintenance records, ride data, and prior incidents. He's handled similar cases involving Universal before, including another fatal roller coaster incident that ended in a settlement. I hate roller coasters. I swear to God. No. I ain't been on a roller coaster since I was 5. 4. I was in my mom's daycare. 4. I ain't been on a roller coaster since I was 4. That was the first and the last. Not doing it again. Fuck you. Anyway, I got on that one thing, the thing that goes woo 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 around and around and you're on the wall. Yeah, I didn't like that. Did not like that. And I don't like the boat. You know, the boat that swings up and down. This is some crazy shit. Why would you put your 70-year-old grandma up in there? Y'all need y'all ass whooped just for putting her on that ride. I don't care if she wanted it or not. You had enough, ma'am. Anyways, the family says they're grieving, but they're also searching for the truth. What happened before, during, and after that ride matters. When corporations profit off a thrill, they also inherit responsibility. I still want to know why the hell was she on that damn ride at her age? I'm sorry, maybe I'm wrong, but I'm 44 and I don't even want to be on that shit, okay? So I can only imagine maybe they got some people like that, but no. All right, y'all. That's it for I guess the regular news. We about to get into black terrorism, okay? And let me always say this. Not all skin folk are your kinfolk, okay? I need y'all to understand that. Because what you about to see is not a mistake. I did this shit on purpose. So let's go ahead and we got a black terrorist alert. Lorenzo Sewell's Bloody Sunday rhetoric is a disgrace to Dr. King's legacy. What the hell did you do with your goofy ass smile? So you got to be careful about people that smile like that. And I'm sorry, I got an issue with motherfuckers that look like they didn't comb their hair. I'm sorry. I just don't like this new hairstyle thing that I know you want to be natural, but natural don't mean not combing your hair. I'm sorry. I've been natural for over 20 years, damn it. And I still go out the house with my hair combed. I can't have a fro like most people, so I'm gonna put my shit in a ponytail. But damn it, I ain't going out my house looking like that. It looked like he didn't comb his hair. I can't stand that hairstyle. I'm sorry. That's my little beef. Anyways, so apparently Pastor Lorenzo Sewell, yes, the Detroit pastor who invited Drumpf to his church in 2024, decided he was going to go to the U.S. Capitol and compare January 6th to Bloody Sunday in Selma. Oh, Lord, you done lost your damn mind, sir. Who the hell is trying to call me at this fucking time of the night? The hell? Oh, hell, I don't know who the hell that is. That's a 225 number. That's fucking, what is that? New Orleans or Baton Rouge? Either way, I don't know nobody that ain't in my phone with that number. Anyways. I'm already not liking you, dude. Okay, so, and I need everybody to pause, breathe, and let the audacity fully marinate. I need y'all to let that audacity, this motherfucker with this cheesy, don't trust people with smiles like this, because the smile is too wide to be real, okay? That shit ain't right. And he's a pastor. This is so embarrassing. All right, we marinated. Let's continue, because that comparison isn't just politically incorrect, it's historically sloppy and morally disrespectful. Exactly. This is what this dumbass did. I told you he's a terrorist. Bloody Sunday, March 1965. Peaceful marchers, black folks and allies, walked unarmed across the Edmund Pettus Bridge, demanding something basic, the right to vote. And the state responded with clubs, tear gas, and brutality. Sounds like ICE. Those images shocked the nation and helped push the Voting Rights Act later that year. That was courage under oppression. January 6th, baby, that was a mob storming the Capitol trying to stop the certification of a free and fair election and shitting on people's desks, you nasty animals. Dirty bastards. Nobody needed to defecate. That's what fucked me up. That wasn't about expanding democracy. That was about overturning it. Because y'all motherfuckers like to have pain, apparently. I left the country the last time he did this shit. And from what I heard, this is the same shit he did before. And y'all voted this again? Damn, this country is stupid. Trying to dress that up in civil rights language is like calling a bank robber bank robbery entrepreneurship. If that's the case, I'm going to try that. I'm going to try and have entrepreneurship at a bank. That's what I'm going to try to do. And here's what kills me. Faith leaders have every right to have politics. Fine. But you do not get to borrow sacred black history like it's a damn Halloween costume. You don't get to use Selma, where people bled for freedom, as a rhetoric to shield for people who were mad they lost and fucking dumb as hell too. Dr. King preached discipline, love, and truth. And truth includes this. Selma was a fight for inclusion. January 6th was a tantrum of domination by a bunch of fucking rednecks. I'm sorry, that's the truth. So no, Pastor Seawall, Selma isn't yours prop. And the pulpit is not supposed to be a PR firm for power. You are a disgrace, you fucking terrorist, terrorizing black folks. We ain't done. There's some more. Yeah. It's Drumpf again. A year in Drumpf's agenda has deepened black economic pain. We've been sitting our asses up here trying our best to get black wealth, black legacy, and here come this motherfucker. He is the fucking HIV of economics for us. Shit. Let's talk about why black folks are exhausted, and it's not because we don't want to work. I know I want to work. I'm losing my fucking mind. It's because under Drumpf's second term agenda, the numbers are screaming setback. A report tied to the Joint Center says black unemployment has hit recession-level territory, and by December 2025, it climbed to 7.5%, up roughly 6% at the start of the term. And for young black people, around 18%, which is straight up alarming. Now, here's the part that makes me want to flip a table. A contributor is in the federal workforce getting, let me see here. A big contributor is the federal workforce getting gutted because black workers are disproportionately represented in federal jobs. What you say, Drumpf has destroyed today's economy. He's done it, and he's done it worse for us because it hits us even worse. I don't know why it always hits us worse. God, I wish it would stop. Anyways, when you slash government jobs, you're not cutting waste. You're cutting people's rent, groceries, and child stability. You let that rich fucking Nepo baby into our fucking government and cut so many people's lives up. Oh, I wish we could deport that much. Is there a deport Elon petition? I swear to God. If it's not, I'm going to go start it. Shit. The motherfucker. And Peter Thiel. How the fuck all these motherfuckers ain't even American fucking our shit up? I don't get it. Anyways, and then there's Doge, the douchebag, the efficiency mess tied to Felon Muskrat's orbit, which multiple analysis warned would cause job losses across districts if those cuts hit like promised. You let a fucking dumbass play around, a fucking self-proclaimed dumbass, self-proclaimed genius dumbass at that. Oh, Lord, have mercy. Those are the worst, the ones that are dumb and then think they're smart. Oh, great, that's wonderful. And at the same time, the ugly ass bill style approach is described as shifting wealth upward while weakening the safety net. Yeah, go ahead. Fuck it up. Fuck it up. I'm getting the hell out of here anyways. Just go ahead and fuck it up. This country about to fall because of y'all stupid asses, greedy ass bitches. The exact programs many working families rely on to survive a rough economy. So to summarize, fewer stable jobs, more vulnerability, and a system that acts shocked when people struggle. The report's point is that is what I've been saying. Regression isn't destiny, but progress doesn't happen by vibes. It takes organized power and strategy because Drumpf's agenda isn't an accident. It's a very dumbass choice by a very dumbass, ugly ass man. Lord have mercy. Why don't y'all get rid of him? Anyways, we ain't done. We still ain't done, goddamn. We got one more terrorist. For all of y'all mothers in the South, try to stay away from Harris County. I went to school in Harris County, but God help me, I don't want to ever have a baby in Harris County. According to a new report, Harris County, Texas is the deadliest place to give birth for a black woman. For black women. You know what? This is just ridiculous. Why the hell is there such knowledge? Okay, this one is heavy, but it's real. New public health reporting says Harris County, Houston, has the highest pregnancy-related death rate for black women in the U.S. Between 2016 and 2020, black women there died at a rate of 83.4 deaths per 100,000. That's fucked up, man. So 83.4 deaths per 100,000 live births. White women in the same country, about a quarter of that. Motherfuckers, sound like y'all targeting us. Sound like we getting targeted. And it hits babies too. Infant mortality for black babies in that same period was about 11.66 deaths per 1,000. More than double the national average at the time. Don't have your baby in Houston. Good grief. I think I might have to get people to come up here. I don't think I want to go down there and have a baby in the South, just in case these motherfuckers accidentally push me over there. Anyways, now listen. People love to blame individual choices, but the reporting makes clear this isn't just eat better and go to your appointments. The county data points to complications, disparities, higher rates of hypertension, infection, preterm births, and lower breastfeeding at discharge. And here's the part that should piss everyone off. Socioeconomic status doesn't protect black women the way it should. The reporting highlights that even black women with college education still face a higher risk than white or Hispanic women with far less education. Translation, this is systemic. Getting the fuck out of this motherfucker. That's what I'm doing. Advocates like Kay Matthews have been saying for years black women sometimes dress up for hospital visits, but just hoping to be treated like a full human being. That's not healthcare. That's negotiating for dignity, and it's a hot ass mess. This fix isn't one program. It's accountability, postpartum support, better screening, better listening, and resourcing the community orgs actually doing the work. Because black mothers shouldn't have to survive childbirth like it's a damn obstacle course. Oh Lord Jesus, I ain't even had my surgery yet, and y'all already scaring the shit out of me. But I will not be forced away. Let me see here now. Oh shit, we got one more terrorist story before we out of this. There have been a lot of terrorizing motherfuckers running around. That's all I got to say. Look at this shit here. Black teen gets racist threat with home address, then suspended. Then the school suspends him. How that work? He gets a threat and then he gets suspended. Man, can someone make it make sense?
Wait, what?
That's what I want to know. How that work? How he gets suspended? That's all I can do. So, a 16-year-old black student in Indiana, no wonder, Julian Blevins, received a handwritten letter stuffed with racial slurs, and it included his home address with a threat like, "I know where you live." That's not a joke. That's intimidation. The setup is absurd. Julian wrote a note in English class for a TikTok idea. Another student got a hold of it, and later it came back to him written as a fake Santa response, except Santa was apparently a racist demon with stationery. Julian did what schools always tell kids to do. He reported to the assistant principal. He was told it would be investigated. Then the next day after the incident came up in class, Julian got called into the office, and he's the one who gets suspended for allegedly being disrespectful to a teacher. Why the fuck? Why not? Why not? Why was he why was he disrespectful? Why? So let me translate. We will address racism unless you talk about it out loud. Who did he tell? Fuck. Let me go back. He went to the assistant principal. Oh, you motherfuckers are literally trying to pull that whole ladder of seniority, huh? Oh, hell no. Y'all ain't right. And it didn't stop there. His mom says the harassment continued, including another student allegedly calling him the N-word shortly after he returned. The family says they kept raising concerns and didn't get real resolutions. So she filed a complaint with the U.S. Department of Education Civil Rights. Right now, good luck with that. That's the key. This isn't just one disgusting letter. It's a pattern, and the equal discipline that always seems to land on the black kid the hardest. How the fuck the kid get suspended though? Julian said it best. Speaking up got him punished, not protected. And if schools want respect, they should start by respecting black students' right to exist without being terrorized. I promise you right now, had that shit happened, first of all, I took my kid out of that fucking school. Second of all, I would sued your motherfucking asses. The whole school, the whole fucking department, the damn county, everybody's getting their asses sued. That's all I'm saying. Everybody gets a lawsuit. You get a lawsuit. You get a lawsuit. Everybody gets a fucking lawsuit because y'all motherfucking with my kid. Oh, hell no. Everybody's getting sued. I'm keeping documents. I'm taping shit. I'm getting Ben Crump because that motherfucker is everywhere when shit goes wrong, okay? I'm just saying, the shit is wrong. That is it for the terrorism. Now, guess what time it is? We about to go ahead and fuck around and find out. So, yep, let's go ahead and play stupid games and win stupid prizes. I know Terry can't wait. I know this is your favorite part. Let me go ahead and switch outfits. Because we got some games that have been played. Not a whole lot, but there have been games played. And it's just like, what the fuck did you expect? That's all I'm saying. Let me go ahead and get it done. If it takes too long, I'm just going to start. Y'all know the leopard is there. Y'all don't need to have to see it. All right, here we go.
I don't want the second, I want this. I'm all in my head, swear I'm a wreck. I've been moving like a hot mess.
It don't matter what year. It don't matter how long. Damn it, you gonna fuck around and find out. So 13 years after Corey Stingley's unaliving, his family receives acknowledgement and a measure of justice. Took 13 years, but at least they got some justice. And it's a fucked up that it had to take that long. This story is heartbreaking and infuriating, and it's also complicated in a way America loves to avoid. In 2012, Corey Stingley, a 16-year-old black teen, died in a Wisconsin convenience store after being restrained by customers who suspected him of shoplifting $12 worth of alcohol. He died from asphyxiation, and for years, no charges. $12? Y'all done lost your fucking mind. You know, I should have known then. Now, 13 years later, two men, Robert W. Beringer and Jesse R. Cole, pled guilty to felony murder under a deferred prosecution agreement, meaning they can avoid jail if they meet conditions and stay out of trouble for 6 months. That is so dirty. Part of the deal requires public acknowledgement and participation in restorative justice process with Corey's family. I hope that means y'all gotta pay that family. Shit. The family says their goal wasn't only punishment, it was truth, recognition of Corey's humanity and accountability. That little boy did not have to go. The prosecutor described Corey's death as unnecessary, brutal, and devastating. Surveillance footage reportedly shows a third man, now deceased, held Corey in a chokehold for minutes. And this is what makes people torn. Some will hear no jail time and feel rage, understandably. Others will hear family choosing a path that forced confessions, confrontations, and acknowledgement after a system tried to bury the case and see a different kind of justice. It's bittersweet is what it is. That's what the fuck it is. But let's be clear on the part nobody should miss. A black child died because grown men decided suspected shoplifting deserved a takedown. You motherfuckers wanted so bad just to hurt a black person. And you couldn't do it with a grown person, so you picked this boy. That's the sickness. That's the culture that assumes black kids are threats first and human later. Corey deserved to grow up, period. You dirty motherfuckers. Oh, Lord, I hope you can't get a good sleep. I hope you can't get not one night a good sleep. Now, somebody explain to me how they let this shit happen here. How the fuck y'all still got this dude in office and he about to do it again? He just looks pitiful. He looks like a bitch. That's what he looks like. He looks like a bitch.
You ungrateful he bitch.
That's what he looked like, okay? And y'all motherfuckers win and fucking voted for this dumbass again. All right, so Texans are staring down a serious winter storm, Arctic blast. Again? Damn, I gotta go warn my mom. And wouldn't you know it, Ted Cruz is trending again because he was reportedly spotted boarding a flight toward Laguna Beach in California. Now, let me say this carefully. Cruz's office didn't exactly jump to confirm the details, but they did say it was a pre-planned trip and that he'd be back before the weather hits. Yeah, right. Cruz himself also posted that they're monitoring conditions and told Texans to hold official guidance. Man, if y'all don't get this dumbass out of here or something. Oh, Lord. But the reason people are mad is because we've seen this movie already and the sequel is never better. That's why I'm trying to figure out how the fuck is he still in office? This shit happened before. I know he had to be up for election. Okay. Back in February 2021, Cruz caught nationwide heat for flying to Cancun while Texans were freezing. The grid was collapsing and millions were without power. That storm was linked to hundreds of deaths depending on the estimate you use. So when folks see him allegedly headed to the beach right before another storm is giving, he's about to go missing. He's about to go missing until the weather clears. I don't know how the fuck y'all keep voting for him. And it's not just Cancun. He's been dragged before for travel during COVID era warnings and again for being on vacation when Texas faced deadly flooding, with reporting suggesting he didn't rush back quite as fast as the PR line implied. Y'all just don't seem to understand. You got Africa's mentality, because I'm trying to figure out how Africa is not one of the head busters out here. With all the fucking resources they got, I don't understand how Texas keeps voting this bitch in. Anyways, oh, y'all so silly. Here's the real issue. Texans aren't asking Cruz to personally stop a storm. They're asking for basic leadership options, presence, urgency, coordination, accountability. He's there for the money and y'all still haven't figured that shit out. Damn. When the state's about to get punched by weather, your senator shouldn't be giving airports selfie energy. Because if the grid gets shaky again, nobody wants to hear thoughts and prayers from a balcony with ocean waves and views. Look, god dang it, I don't know how the fuck y'all voted for him again. This motherfucker keeps doing it. He's a coward. Shit, y'all silly. See, this is why I gotta get out this country. Because obviously the intelligence is just not gonna work. On some better news, Maryland's redistricting proposal could eliminate GOP's last House seat. Once again, GOP, guardians of the pedo. Anyways, all right, Maryland is in the middle of redistricting fight that's got Republicans yelling unconstitutional and Democrats saying, so now y'all care about fairness? Exactly. Here's what happened. A Maryland advisory commission backed by Governor Wes Moore advanced a conceptual congressional map that could realistically result in and Democrats holding all 8 U.S. House seats. Right now, it's 7-1. Let me see. Okay. The big target is the 1st Congressional District, currently held by Republican Representative Andy Harris. Yes, the same Andy Harris tied to hard right politics and national controversy. How y'all let that happen? The concept would shift district lines by pulling in more Democratic-leaning areas, potentially wiping out Maryland's last GOP seat. Democrats pushing this argue it's a response to aggressive gerrymandering by Republican-led states and that Maryland has to stop playing nice while others fight dirty. Please do. I'm tired of all this bullshit, really. Some Maryland leaders even framed it as a way to provide a check on the current president. Not mine. We know who that is, so understandable. We know who that is. Yeah. And here's the twist. Not all Democrats are comfortable reporting notes criticism from within the party, including concerns about constitutionality. Fuck constitutionality. They don't give a fuck about it, so we can't give a fuck about it. Shit. And the closed door feel of the process. Meanwhile, Republicans say the map is rigged and are promising court challenges if it's moved forward. Houston, Texas, bitch, Texas. You talk about rigged. Fuck. That's the whole name of the game now. But here's the twist. Oh, no, I'm sorry. It's not final yet. The map still has to go through the General Assembly, and there's a filing deadline ahead of midterms. So the real question is, are we watching democracy get protected, or are we watching another round of gerrymandering is more righteous than yours? Either way, the lines are political, and Maryland is choosing smoke. I have no problem with smoke. You know, I got smoke. I got a lot of smoke, and I also got what you call it? I also got irritation. I'm irritated by this bullshit. I got smoke on all of this shit, and I'm ready. All right. You know, my mom asked me if I was brave. What the fuck? Okay. I'm using my real voice. I cammed up about this. Okay. I really would use this fucking bat. I'm not joking. I do not lie when I say I do the shit I do. All right, let's look over here. So your children will be ashamed, and I agree with him. Justin Jones slams Hannity over ICE raids. Somebody has to talk to these stupid ass motherfuckers just because y'all rich and protected. Fuck. So Fox News host Sean Hannity brought Tennessee State Representative Justin Jones on air to talk about ICE raids. And what happened next was not an interview. It was a televised argument with receipts. Jones criticized ICE operations and held up a photo of mass agents. The America I believe in does not look like this. He called it shameful, and yes, he compared ICE to KKK before, which is exactly what Hannity was trying to drag him about. Jones then proceeded to do something I love. He looked Hannity dead in the face and basically said, "You're lying for money." He mentioned Hannity's expensive suit, said he gets paid millions to mislead viewers, and accused ICE of kidnapping people, calling agents goons. And I have nothing to argue with about it. He ain't said nothing wrong. He also claimed a large portion of immigrants detained by ICE haven't been convicted of crimes, a point that always makes certain folks uncomfortable because it complicates their favorite narrative of every immigrant is a criminal. Y'all do remember in the Bible that people was just walking all around them. They didn't have borders, motherfucker. I mean, they had kingdoms, but it's just you walk in that bitch and you walk out that bitch. You do realize that, right? Anyways, Hannity's response, full volume, he accused Jones of endangering ICE agents with rhetoric and started shouting, "You are a disgrace," like that was going to silence him. Then Fox tried to do what Fox does, cue the outro music to cut it short. Jones kept talking anyways, told Hannity, "Shame on you," said he'd pray for him, and Hannity ended it with, "We're done." Listen, you don't have to agree with every word Jones says to understand why this hits. Black folks are tired of mass men tactics being normalized and tired of media personalities acting like morality is optional when the check clears. And tonight's moral, if you invite somebody on expecting them to co-sign your storyline, don't be surprised when they show up with a spine. That's all. That's a bar. That's what that is. That's a goddamn bar. All right, that's it for the fuck around and find out portion. If you're interested in education and shit, you might wanna stick around. That's all I gotta say. Cause we about to do some history. So I'll be right back with first I'm gonna do my little commercial again. As always, if you like what I'm doing or you feel like I should change some shit, go ahead and hit me up in the comments and let me know. If not, fine then. But the whole reason I'm here is because of y'all, so without y'all I'd be nothing. Check it out.
It's just me and the fam. It's just me and the fam. It's just me and the fam. It's just me and the. It's just me and the fam. Yeah, yeah. It's just me and the fam. See my little Tay-Tay, that's my hype girl, that's my mascot. No one's go for hours and some hours till we pass out. Stay inside the house, turned up with them racks out. Stay inside the house, turn. Yo, it's so many, hey, it's so many, yo, it's so many, yo, it's so many lies. Look in my eyes, they know I'm the truth. They know that. Knocking them down every time I step in the booth. We ain't got a lie, they know we the vibe, we living in proof. It's young conscious, shoot my life a movie, I live in a spoof. Ain't no sticking around, I'm on the move, I'm checking the dudes. Yeah, it's only us two, so you know we copping that coupe. We on the roof, smoking dope, look at the view. Yeah, we used to chill on the stove, now we out here breaking the news. It ain't shit you.
America is faced with her worst domestic crisis since the Civil War, or since the Revolutionary War. For America now faces a race war. A race war is worse than a Revolutionary War. A race war is worse than a Civil War. A race war is a war in which no holds are barred. A race war is a war in which children are destroyed, in which children are mutilated, in which children face the same destructive wrath that grown-ups face. A race war is the worst war that you can conceive. And this war, race war that is coming upon the head of the white man is something that he is bringing down upon himself. The entire country is on the verge of erupting into racial violence and bloodshed. Simply because 20 million ex-slaves are demanding freedom, justice, and equality here in America from their former slave master. 20 million so-called Negroes, second-class citizens, seeking human dignity, seeking human rights, seeking the right to live in dignity as a human being. And rather than give genuine respect and recognition to your cry for human rights, the American white man answers your nonviolence with violence. He answers your prayers and your freedom songs with false promises, deceitful maneuvers, and outright bloodshed. According to what we are taught from the white man's textbooks in his school, the Revolutionary War and the Civil War were two wars fought on American soil, supposedly for freedom and democracy. But if these two wars were really for the freedom and human dignity of all men, why are 20 million of our people still confined here in America and enslaved by second-class citizenship? Something is wrong. The truth is that the Revolutionary War was fought on American soil to free the American white man from the English white man. The Revolutionary War was never fought to provide freedom and democracy in this white country for the black man. Our people remain slaves here in America even after the Declaration of Independence was signed. In fact, most of the white founding fathers who signed the Declaration of Independence were nothing but slave owners themselves. It is sheer hypocrisy, sheer ignorance, sheer insanity for our people here in America to celebrate the 4th of July as Independence Day, while white America still denies us first-class citizenship that goes with an independent people. And it is nothing but hypocrisy for the American white man to pretend that the Revolutionary War was truly a war of independence as long as 20 million black people here in America are denied the privileges of an independent people. Don't let the white man fool you. Don't let the white man smile at you and lull you to sleep. Behind that smile is a vicious heart. Behind those teeth is an animal-like beast. to want for you what he wants for himself and his own kind. Don't let that man fool you. When you look at that man, you're supposed to see him for exactly what he is. And if you want to know what he is, examine his deeds. Forget his words. He got a whole lot of pretty sounding words. Watch his deeds. His deeds are like the deeds of a snake, the deeds of a dragon, the deeds of a reptile, the deeds of a beast. Why, nothing but a race of beasts would take dogs and stick them on little black babies. Nothing but a race of beasts will stick dogs on black children and black women. Nothing but a race of beasts. And it is these deeds today that's causing the wrath of God to come down upon the head of the white man. And when you see him as he is and see how much hell he's catching, you're out of his mind to want to be with him. You're out of his mind you're out of your mind to want to integrate with him. And you're really out of your mind if you take time to forgive him and ask God to have mercy on him. No, ask God to judge him. Ask God to do unto him as he has done unto you. He has caused your babies to suffer. Ask God to heap suffering upon his babies. He has caused your women to suffer. Ask God to heap suffering on his women. He has caused all of our people to suffer. You can't deny that. You may not like my saying it, but you can't deny it. While you got scars and knots on your head from the top of your head to the bottom of your feet. And every one of those scars is evidence against the American white man and his inhumanity to man.
Okay, so I told y'all. So Wednesdays we're gonna have Malcolm X moments because I think it's really needed. A lot of what he says resonates right about now. All right, so we still in that education kick. So I'm gonna go on ahead and learn y'all about another fella that not a lot of people know about. So give me just a moment. Where's this history thing? There you go. All right, I want y'all to see him. So hold on, what's this? Okay, I want y'all to see this dude. Give me a second. There he is. All right, this man here. This is Lewis Latimer, the black man who made the light bulb make sense. Okay, nobody ever wants to. They always talk about Nikola Tesla and fucking Thomas Edison. Let's talk about this little guy here. Tonight we're putting respect on a name that should be household, and it's a crime that it isn't. Lewis Latimer. Because people love to scream Edison like innovation was one man in a lab having a genius moment. But the truth is, am I on? Okay. A lot of what we call inventions didn't become usable until somebody else came behind them and made them practical. That somebody in the case of electric light was Lewis Latimer. Lewis Latimer was born in 1884 to parents who escaped slavery. He was largely self-taught, became a skilled draftsman and engineer, and used that technical skill to break into spaces black folks weren't supposed to even breathe in. And here's the key. The light bulb wasn't just about who made it first. It was about who made it work well enough, long enough, and cheap enough to leave the rich folks' houses and reach everybody else. Latimer improved the carbon filament, helping electric lighting become more durable and more accessible. He also worked on a telephone technology with Alexander Graham Bell's circle and later became the only black member of Edison's elite engineering group. The Edison pioneers, one black man in the room while the modern world was being built. Let that sit with you, okay? We was everywhere. even in that room. You can't tell us we going to a fucking jungle. Look where the hell we are, you dumbass. I'm still mad at that fucking Afrikaner. Talking about we gonna go back to the jungle if the black people take over. Shut the fuck up. You let us take over. We'll probably get this shit straight real quick. And anyways, keeping on. And so, like many black innovators, history tried to shrink him to a footnote, like he was just helping. No, he was shaping the future. And so if you're sitting under a light right now, I know I am, or using the device that depends on the electrical world we live in, Lewis Latimer deserves a nod, not as a side character, as a builder of the damn era. Okay? They needed that motherfucker or the shit wouldn't have worked. You feel me? And that is one of the history things we're talking about. We ain't done. Let's talk about, unfortunately, we lost another legacy holder. Gladys West, mathematician who helped develop GPS, dead at 95. She lived a long life. She looked good for 95. God dang, she looked good for 95. I'd say that woman was about 60. That's a good-looking 95-year-old. Anyways, we lost a legend, Dr. Gladys West, pioneering mathematician whose work helped make GPS possible, because otherwise I'd be so damn lost. Died on January 17, 2026 at age 95, surrounded by loved ones in Virginia. And if you're thinking, why don't I know her name like I know Steve Jobs? That's the whole point. She's one of those black women this country benefited from daily while keeping her story quiet. West was born in rural Virginia in 1930, excelled in school and earned degrees in mathematics at what is now Virginia State University. In 1956, she started working at the Naval Service Warfare Center in Dahlgreen as a programmer and mathematician. She was only the second black woman hired there. Over decades, her work involved complex mathematical models of the Earth's shape, the kind of precision you need when you're trying to make satellites tell you exactly where you are on the planet. That model is part of the foundation of what became GPS, which runs everything from military navigation to your everyday girl, where you at, locating ping. Shit, that thing helps me get the hell around Worcester because I don't know where the hell I'm going in this damn city. And the recognition came late, because of course it did. She was inducted in the Air Force Space and Missile Pioneer Hall of Fame in 2018 and earned multiple awards later, including major honors in 2021. Here's what I want folks to take from this. Black women have been building the infrastructure of modern life quietly, precisely, brilliantly, even when the country refused to clap. So tonight we clap. We name her. We honor her. Rest in power, Gladys West. Every time that GPS reroutes, that's your legacy talking. Especially when it tells you, you better slow down, some cops are over there. That's what I'm saying. Rest in power, Queen. You will be missed. All right. That's it for the historical side. I'm still irritated, but we moving on to some more information. So let's go to this next story. We're going more into a culture move. Like I said, I'm trying to get you on every single aspect of the black life, so y'all don't miss nothing. So check this next story out, won't you please?
You shouldn't have been talking shit.
Who knows what an HBCU is? About 60% of high schoolers don't, and I can't believe that. Oh my God, why are people not teaching these kids this shit? Oh my Lord. So UNCF dropped a survey that honestly made me sigh loud. More than 60% of college-bound high school students don't know the history and culture of HBCUs. What the fuck are y'all doing with these kids, please? And I'm not even shocked, because we used to have cultural reminders baked into the air we breathe. A Different World didn't just entertain and introduced a whole generation to HBCU life. Now, if the algorithm doesn't serve it, the kids don't see it, and schools aren't exactly filling the gap. Here's where it gets ugly. Students said they're not getting real HBCU guidance from counselors. UNCF's findings show 53% said counselors never or rarely suggested an HBCU, and 54% said counselors rarely or never provided resources for HBCUs. I only got schools that were near me. That's all I got. And then I got insults from my fucking home state. And MIT said they were too smart for me, and I said, damn right you are. I hate fucking math. Why the fuck you even send me this? Anyways, and only 36% of students said they frequently or always discuss college with their counselors at all. So let me translate this. A whole lot of kids are being advised straight into some narrow pipelines, while institutions that have historically produced a huge share of black professionals are treated like an afterthought. Shit, they were expensive as hell for me, unfortunately. So let's see. Now the hopeful part. The students who do know about HBCUs, a lot of them say the attraction is simple: belonging. They want to feel like they're in a place where they don't have to explain themselves, and family influence matters. About 70% said family encouraged their interest. UNCF's recommendations are basically train staff, expose kids to scholarships and affordability info, and stop acting like HBCUs are alternate options instead of first-class choices. Because kids, if you don't know what's available, they don't choose it, and ignorance isn't neutral. It's a policy by neglect. So please, if you teach your kids about HBCUs, I knew about them. I went. I didn't like it too much because there was too many popular fuckers pissing me off, and this shit was expensive. But I still experienced some of that shit. Motherfucker called me hefty. The hell you just gonna call somebody hefty? The hell that mean? Anyways, moving on. Let's talk about some more education stuff, okay? The game plan. Education for us, by us. Let's talk about black education in America. Black education in America. I said that right? Yeah. It was illegal to teach us longer than it's been acceptable. So when we see attacks today like AP, African American Studies getting blocked, museum exhibits getting pressured, books disappearing, it's not new. It's the same old tantrum with a new outfit. But here's what make black folks different. When they shut doors, we build doors. The story that always gets me in the Rosenwald is the Rosenwald schools. Started in the early 1900s after Booker T. Washington partnered with Julius Rosenwald, they created thousands of schools for black children in the segregated South. And the part people skip, the schools weren't just for black people. They were built by black communities, funded in major part by black communities, because our people understood education was survival. This wasn't charity, it was a strategy. The schools faded over time with great migration and shifting demographics, but the idea stayed alive. For us, by us. Remember FUBU? I had to tell a Korean person about that shit. Damn it, they thought it was a Korean word. I don't know what the hell FUBU means in your language, but it's an acronym in America. All right, so the story that always... wait, where was I? Okay, there we go. Fast forward, the spirit shows up today in grow your own teacher programs like the Red Hawks Rising Teacher Academy, backed by AFT Partnership, which recruits young people in their own communities and supports them into teaching careers, specifically to address shortages and keep talent rooted when needed, where it's needed. Shit, I might go look them up. And that matters because representation in the classroom isn't just a diversity slogan. Black educators can change outcomes, expectation placement into advanced courses, discipline disparities, the whole pipeline. So yes, they can try and erase black education, but history shows we don't just resist, we rebuild. Shit, I already said it. I might just go ahead and homeschool. Fuck this shit. Y'all gonna fuck up my kid? Hell no. My child might be militant by the time I'm finished with him. Anyways, let's see. What's the next one? Oh yeah, this one here. This is another one we need to talk about. All right. Resistance gets a new worship tool just like Selma. Okay, I actually love this because movements need music the way bodies need oxygen. There's a new social justice hymn called Just Like Selma, composed by Nolan Williams Jr., and it just debuted in a video and during the January 18th worship service at Wheeler Avenue Baptist Church in Houston, and it's being framed as a modern hymn for these perilous times, like how older hymns were born out of struggle, grief, and survival. Only this one is built for right now. Voter suppression, restriction laws, precinct closures, and that ongoing effort to make the ballot box feel like a trap instead of a right. And I promise you, I'm taking my ass to go vote. Williams says he wants to shift people from just voter participation to civic engagement, meaning don't just vote and go home. Stay involved, stay loud, stay organized. The video blends archival civil rights footage with performances by gospel artists Zacardi Cortez, Beverly Crawford, plus Wheeler Avenue's massive choir. And the arrangement uses hands and feet for rhythm, like the freedom songs from the 1960s, because sometimes you don't have instruments, you have bodies and determination. It's also a Williams' larger Freedom Advances campaign, and it's scheduled to be featured during a King Day servants connected to Progressive National Baptist Convention, Dr. King's denominational home. So while some folks are trying to rewrite Selma into a talking point, this is Selma as a living lesson. Persist, resist, protest, endure. And I'm not mad at all at that. All right, y'all? Moving on. Let's try and get some good news. Let's feel a little better. I don't know what the hell. I ain't heard it because I don't have a TV. But apparently this is some good news. And I'm glad to serve it to you when it ain't something horrible. Because believe me, shit get bad. Shit be really bad sometimes. Give me a second here. Here's my good news. You know I always lose my good news. There you go. Dr. Pepper turns viral Dr. Pepper baby jingle into official commercial. So now listen, I don't always praise corporations because usually they see black creators go viral and immediately try to pay them in exposure and a smile. No money. But this time, Dr. Pepper saw a viral TikTok jingle, Dr. Pepper Baby, It's Good and Nice, Do, created by Romeo Bingham, a 25-year-old caregiver from Tacoma. And instead of ignoring it, they leaned in and credited the person. Thank God. The video reportedly hit tens of millions of views and millions of likes, and Dr. Pepper commented, check your DMs, which is hilarious because that's the corporate version of let me holla at you real quick. Then they turned into an official commercial titled Dr. Pepper Baby, kept the execution simple to honor the original hook, and aired it during the 2026 College Football Playoff National Championship broadcast. The brand's leadership basically said the signal was so loud they couldn't ignore it, and for once that's true. But the important part is that Romeo said they felt the company worked in good faith, involved them, credited them, and plans to collaborate on more content. I'm so glad. I hope this builds so much for you and yours. Nah, I want a Dr. Pepper. Girl, shit. Yeah, me too. You looking at that damn screen. And other brands jumped in too, like Indeed and Denny's, because of course, the minute one company does right, everybody else wants the magic too. So yeah, shout out to Romeo. This is what it looks like when black creativity isn't just mined, it's respected and rare win. Okay? Because you know TikTok, them motherfuckers will snatch your goddamn talent and say it's theirs real quick. Moving on, because we're still on that good news kick. Kevin James restored as president of Morris Brown College 1 week after he was ousted. Won't he do it? Won't he do it? Now, this one is messy in a way that makes donors sweat. Morris Brown College reinstated Dr. Kevin James as president about a week after he was abruptly ousted. His name and photo went right back up on the school website like the last 7 days were a bad group chat argument. What the hell did he do? Let's find out. James had posted publicly on January 12th that he was fired without cause or a substantive explanation, and he flagged the timing as especially concerning because the school had upcoming accreditation reaffirmation review, and his contract reportedly runs through 2029. Man, I need a contract like that. Then suddenly the board reversed course and admitted the separation didn't fully comply with procedural and contractual requirements, which is corporate speak for, yeah, we didn't do that right. Dumbasses. God dang it. Anyways, what makes this bigger than drama is what Morris Brown represents. Under James, the college regained accreditation in 2022 after nearly 2 decades without it. A massive turnaround. So you gonna use this dude up and then get rid of him? Y'all some dirty bastards. Anyways, what else did he do? So leadership instability right before another review is the kind of thing that can rattle students, staff, and anyone cutting checks. Also worth noting, when he was removed, the board named trustee, oh hell no, that's an N and a Z. What sound is that? Zinga Shaw as interim president. And now her brief tenure isn't even showing up in the school's leadership history, which, come on, that's pretending the plot didn't happen. The plot twist didn't happen. Kevin James says he's focused on students and the work ahead. Cool. But the real question is, what's going on behind the scenes with governance and board behavior? How the hell? Why did you get fired? Why did you get hired back? Where did she go? Because HBCUs don't need chaos right now. They need stability, trust, and leadership. That's not getting yanked like a damn light switch. I will update y'all because I'm curious about this shit now too. How the hell he got fired and then the woman came and then he got hired and where did she go? I still don't know what the hell's going on. I will update you once I figure that shit out. Moving on, this one I felt like we just needed something. I'm a black woman, and sometimes I like to give some information or some recommendations to other black women because I love black women. I'm a black woman. You know what I'm saying? I wonder why it was discredited for 20 years. I don't know, but he fixed it, and now they got rid of him and then brought him back and then got rid of her, and I don't know. But let's look at this. If I Ruled the World is a love letter to black women's ambition with the gift of 90s and 2000s hip-hop nostalgia. I really love Nas. He's so uplifting sometimes. All right, let's switch lanes from doom and gloom for a second because we deserve something fun that still has teeth. There's a new debut novel called If I Ruled the World by Amy Dubois Barnett. And it's basically a glossy, messy, behind-the-scenes ride through late 90s black media culture, magazines, hip-hop, ambition, and the kind of politics that happen when you're the only black woman in the room and everybody's acting brand new. The main character, Nikki Rose, is a young black magazine editor who climbs the ladder at a mostly white publishing company in Manhattan, then decides she's tired of everybody's diversity seasoning. Hold on, what'd you say? You should love. Okay. I need to get a drink of water because this I got to get into. All right. Okay. Let's see here now. Then decides she's tired of being everybody's diversity seasoning and goes for boss status at a rising urban brand called Sugar. And that's where the plot turns into revenge plus redemption territory. Because when you start moving like you're in charge, the powerful men who benefited from your silence suddenly get real uncomfortable. That's also a love storyline with her boyfriend Joe. There's also a love storyline with her boyfriend Joseph, described as a high-value Wall Street black man. And the book digs into the tension where your Harlem HBCU identity gets treated like a cute accessory instead of the foundation of who you are. Like, sir, don't date a whole person and then try to edit her down to a LinkedIn headline. Now, Amy Dubois Barnett isn't some random writing fanfic about media. She's been editor-in-chief at Honey, Teen People, Ebony, and deputy editor-in-chief at Harper's Bazaar, meaning she lived in these rooms and she knows these egos and she knows exactly how folks smile in your face while plotting your exit. And the release date, if you're interested in reading, is January 27th, 2026. So if your audience loves culture stories with real stakes, not reality show foolness, this is a nice book. This is a nice book club, but make it spicy book, okay? So I'm just shouting that out because, you know, it's always good to shout out another sister. And sounds like for people who really do like to read, and I hope there are some people in my group that do like to read because I love to read. I hope you check that out. All right, so next we're gonna do business, and of all the people, don't judge me. All I'm gonna say is just don't judge me, because if you actually watch this dude, he doing something right. So you know, check this out. Uh-oh. What the hell? Oh yeah, here it is. The Root Exclusives Masterclass on Business Success. Now look, I'm not here to worship celebrities like they're saints because half of them can't manage a calendar. But Shaquille O'Neal, talking business, that man has a blueprint and is worth hearing because it's not manifestation. It's not manifestation, it's math. We got to figure this out because this man is over everything. That dude is not lacking for money. That's all I got to say. That's a powerful, intelligent black woman. Yep. All right. Now look, I'm not here to, I already said that. Shaq basically laid out 4 principles. Number 1, know what motivates you. For him, it's his mother's security. He said the whole reason he grinds is making sure she's safe and stable. Yeah, that's me too. Yes, he is he's into business like crazy. That's all I can say. He's into it. Number 2, build a team where everybody knows their role. He treats business like basketball. You can't win if everybody's freelancing. Somebody needs to be the shooter. Somebody needs to be the defender. Somebody doing the boring paperwork that keeps the lights on. Number 3, let your failure teach you. He admitted his worst business miss was turning down a chance to partner with Starbucks when the idea was expanding into urban neighborhoods, and later watching Magic Johnson take that lane. That's the kind of regret that makes you humble real fast. So he probably would have had even more money. Man, please don't be an oligarch. Please, Shaq, don't be an oligarch. Because, dude, I'll be so fucking pissed. I know you came up from beginnings. He is a 33rd Mason. He's a 33rd Mason, unfortunately. I don't know. I don't fuck with him. I ain't saying shit about him. You know, I lived across the street from a Mason temple. I stay away from them motherfuckers. I ain't got shit to say about them. And I want them to stay the fuck away from me. Anyways, let me see here now. He also said number 4, educate yourself however you can. Shaq's big point was education isn't just go to the college or you're nothing. He literally said the owner of Authentic Brands Group doesn't have a college degree, but educated himself on retail. And it's a massive country. Translation, don't be allergic to learning just because you're grown. So the takeaway for us is simple. Motivation, structure, humility, and continuous learning. Not vibes, not boss babe quotes, real strategy. I got about 3 of those things. I'm still educating myself. I've fallen so many times and I learn what not to do. And my mom motivates me. Like I said, I'm back up here in my birth state, trying to get her up here to take care of her. She waiting on me, and I'm waiting on, I'm waiting on God, really, basically. Waiting on God and waiting on graduation. Anyways, now that I've done that, this was the business portion. We about to get into the celebrity portion, or the tea, as you will. So before I move on to the tea, let me go ahead and say it again. If you like what I'm doing, or even if you don't like what I'm doing, let me know. Girl, where you been? You so late? I'm glad you still tried to come on. Thank you, love. Whatever the reason, hit me up in the comments. Let me know how you feel, how I'm doing this. Do you want me to change something? Could I do something better, or am I doing okay? Let me know in the comments. And by the way, please like, subscribe, and get the word out, because I'm keeping my head on the swivel for y'all. Okay? This is Black Woke, since they fucked up our other one. Anyways, check this out.
It's just me and the fam. It's just me and the fam. It's just me and the fam. It's just me and the. It's just me and the fam. Yeah, yeah. It's just me and the fam. See my little Tay-Tay, that's my hype girl, that's my mascot. Little ones go for hours and some hours till we pass out. Stay inside the house, turned up with them racks out. Stay inside the house, turn.
Well, you know what, girl? I'm just glad you back home. I hope you home now. I hope you got some fuzzy like house shoes on and you're wiggling your toes and you relax. I hope you get to like a really comfy chair and you just melt into it. You know what I'm saying? You just melt into that bitch. We're preparing for the Arctic weather, so they say. Yeah, I just mentioned that earlier. You know Ted Cruz is already going to California, right? You be careful, because shit, it was 13 degrees last night for me, and apparently it's snowing now, so ugh, I'm gonna try and make me a lock. Anyways, let's talk about this. Why Don Lemon's latest reporting could land him in serious trouble with the DOJ. I don't know why. Okay, so here's where things get real ugly real fast. Don Lemon is catching threats of prosecution after he reported on a protest at City's Church in St. Paul, Minneapolis area, tied to escalating tensions around immigration enforcement in Minnesota. Excuse me. And the big headline is that DOJ official Harmeet Dillon, Lord, that name, publicly suggested the government could pursue charges and framed Lemon as part of a criminal conspiracy, basically saying journalism isn't a shield. The man is a journalist. That's all he did. He journaled. That's what he did. Now, here's what matters. This situation is still developing, and different outlets are portraying Lemon's role differently. Lemon's response has been he was one of the multiple people they're reporting, but he's being singled out as the face of the protest, and he's also described a wave of racist and homophobic harassment aimed at him online. Ain't he rich? I think he can handle it, like, legally. I think he can handle right. The tan Ted is already in the tropics somewhere. Yeah, he is. Let's go on. Let's see here now. What's also wild is how this became a celebrity pylon. Nicki Minaj jumped in and used a homophobic slur at Lemon online. This bitch here. Take your ass back to Trinidad. You ain't even American. I'm getting tired of your ignorant ass. Take your nasty ass husband and your nasty ass brother and go to an island far away from kids and stay your ass there, please. Nasty. All y'all nasty. Your whole group is nasty. You touching kids. Ew. Anyways, then double down being loud in the same thing double down like being loud is the same thing as being right. I'm not repeating the slur. Y'all know what it was, but it was the usual I hate him, so let me be hateful nonsense. Meanwhile, press freedom groups have been warning about the broader climate for journalists in this moment, especially around protest and policing. What'd you say? Nicki Minaj is disappointing me, ruined her career. I just want her goofy ass to go back to she the reason why all these heifers are running around with fake booties. Shit. Crazy ass heifer. I never really liked her. I really never liked her. Shit, she came out with fucking Lil Wayne. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm more of a UNLV girl myself, but they went, yeah. Well, anyways, where was I? Meanwhile, press freedom groups says, so the question is, if the government starts treating reporting like conspiracy, who gets intimidated first? It's not the big corporate networks, it's the independent journalists and folks live streaming what they see. And that's the whole point of the chilling effect, motherfucker, because y'all apparently think we can't see. You be telling us stupid ass shit. Oh, it's very annoying. Who did what? Something just popped up. I don't know what just popped up, but I just got hit with a star. Somebody just did something and I got hit with a star. I don't know how the hell that keeps happening. Anyways, I liked her. I liked Lil Wayne. These rappers turned out to be trash. Girl, I never liked her. I kind of liked Lil Wayne for a little bit. Then he went weird. And she had a few bops, but I never really liked her because of the way she came out and the way she. And I didn't like Lil Kim in the first place when she started cutting up her face and shit. I liked her when she was with Junior Mafia. Oh Lord, it's like a de-evolution when you look at the rappers, the female rappers. Anyways, we need to get up. We need to go back up. All right, so yeah, that's what's going on with him. Now let's talk about something a little nicer, because we're gonna get nasty in a second. ASAP Rocky recalls the embarrassing way he first met Rihanna. I wasn't famous at the time. Well, that's the perfect time to meet people, ain't it? All right, I'll give credit where it's due. I'm giving it specifically because this wasn't a clout circus. ASAP Rocky went on Jimmy Fallon. I do not like that dude. He is weird. Jimmy Fallon and talked about paying rent for tenants in his grandmother's old building in Harlem. And what stood out is he didn't treat it like a flex. He treated it like a responsibility. That's what you do. I probably would do something like that if I could afford it. Shit. I would love to be able to have people in my home and not have to pay for shit and they can just live their life and, take a little weight off of them. He also shared that he grew up in the homeless shelter system and that's why he can't stand performative charity videos. The ones where somebody records themselves handing $1 to a homeless person like it's a wildlife documentary. He called that kind of thing embarrassing for the recipient, and honestly, he's right. Then he told this story about a kid in the shelter and a volunteer taking him and other kids to see his first Harry Potter movie, just out of kindness. That moment stuck with him because it showed him generosity isn't always tied to wealth. Sometimes it's tied to character. Now, yes, Fallon also asked him about Rihanna and the whole how they met thing, and the internet ate that up because of course it did. But I'm focused on the part that matters. Quiet giving rooted in lived experience, not cameras. That's the kind of story that can actually soften a hard news night without turning your show into a celebrity worship. You know what I'm saying? So I like that he was able to do that and stuff. And, they probably had an awkward moment, but just the fact that he's that kind of person, I kind of threw it on y'all, huh? I kind of flipped the script on y'all. But still, we needed something that wasn't so horrible. Because this next story, I don't know how to feel about it. Check this shit out.
You shouldn't have been talking shit.
Not this one. I'm talking about that other one. Where is it? There it is. Okay. Yeah. Give me a second. Let me make it big. Why LeBron James is getting dragged for MLK-inspired Nike sneakers. Okay. Now, this is the point where what I was waiting for. Can y'all stop? I understand you want money and shit, but can y'all stop making every fucking thing about our lives about money, please? Money is the root of all evil. Now you fucking turning our ancestors into money-making ways? Come on now, stop it. This is getting irritating. Seriously. Because I promise you, if I have a situation where one of you motherfuckers is trying to turn a communion or a baptism into a money-making effort, I will knock you the fuck out. Anyway, so the controversy. LeBron James and Nike caught backlash over an MLK-inspired sneaker colorway called Honor the King. The issue isn't that people hate MLK tributes. The issue is the tribute was tied visually to Lorraine Motel, National Civil Rights Museum signage colors, and people felt it turned a sacred site and a brutal assassination into a product moment. Why you gonna go do that? Come on now. The shoe surfaced wider after media coverage pointed out the inspiration, and Black social media basically said, so nobody in the room raised their hand and said this might be disgusting. One of the strongest critiques, and I agree with the spirit of it, is that of Dr. King was killed while fighting economic exploitation and poverty, and capitalism stays trying to slap a logo on everything, including our grief. Folks, ask the real question: where does the money go? Who benefits from this tribute? Because tribute without accountability is just marketing with church clothes on it. Nike's response was basically, design is subjective. Intent was to honor Dr. King, but you selling this shit. You making money. He just said no exploitation. You're exploiting him, bitch. And sure, intent matters, but impact matters more, especially on MLK Day. Now here's the layered part. Around the same time, LeBron was also connected to the recognition at the King Center's MLK Jr. Beloved Community Awards. Damn, that's a long title. So you've got this contrast, real community work and recognition on one side, then this sneaker rollout that felt tone deaf on the other side. Bottom line, if a tribute makes the people it supposedly honor feel disrespected, you don't get to argue with that feeling. You fix it. If I was him, I would take all that fucking money and I would give it to, like, Black neighborhoods that are underfunded. That's what I would do. I would take all that fucking money and I would do that, because I heard his school is not doing that well. I'm just saying. I would go around different cities and country and states and just give to, like, the schools, get new school shit. I'm just saying. You just take that money and give, is what I would say. Because the rest of that shit, if it's going in your pocket, ain't nothing but exploitation. That's all I gotta say. Ain't nothing but exploitation. Moving on, because y'all saw Jill. So let's talk about Jill. Let me bring this down. We're going to talk about Jill. Jill is doing some interesting stuff. I don't know how to react to this. I kind of understand, but let's check what she says, because I don't know what the hell Jill is doing right now. I really
Ain't
don't.
nobody got time for that.
What Jill says about being a dominant submissive. Okay, this is nothing sexual, okay? So don't start coming at me, okay? I'm not even monetized yet, shit. So Jill Scott sat down with Angie Martinez and said she's looking for a partner who is fair, firm, and consistent. Not rich, not flashy, not mysterious, just emotionally grown. I think we all are looking for that at this point, especially with the idiot in the office. The bar is truly in hell, and yet here we are. Then she described herself as a dominant submissive. And before folks started hyperventilating like she announced a federal crime, Jill explained what she meant. She's strong-willed. She can choose to be quiet, listen, and follow someone else's lead if she trusts them and knows they're real. To her, submission isn't about being controlled. It's about trust and peace. Yeah, I kind of feel that way too. Like, if I trust and I'm peaceful with your ass, then that's when I'm being submissive to your ass. Otherwise, I'm on the go. Let's go. I wouldn't call myself a dominant submissive. I just call myself, I don't have time for this shit. Anyways, but let's move on. Where was I? Okay. And honestly, I get what she's saying, because a lot of women aren't out here trying to submit. They're trying to stop carrying the entire relationship like it's a group project with one participant. If somebody is consistent, responsible, and emotionally safe, it's not weak, it's not lean, it's strategic. But of course, the internet did what it does. Half the comments were like, yes, peace and stability. And the other half acted like she tried to drag women back to 1952. People started quoting Bible verses about wives submitting to others. Were like, why do women have to submit at all? How about coexist? That's not what the hell she said, but okay. Here's the real takeaway. Jill didn't say women should submit to men. She basically said, I'm not following a liar. A chaos merchant, a man who changes responsibilities every 48 hours. And I'm sorry, that's not conversational. It's about survival, okay? And I agree with her 100%, god dang it. Because I'm tired of carrying all this shit. Help me, motherfucker. Help me. Moving on, because, it's celebrity shit. And I was trying to figure out, I don't really right now I have no choice because these goddamn streamers are getting in everybody this shit is crossing. Media is like fucking bleeding into media. You feel me? So rap is bleeding into streamers. I don't understand what the hell streamers all about. Are you a gamer or are you just there to talk and people just like to hear you talk? I don't understand any of it. All I'm trying to do is get y'all to understand some shit, and people were telling me I should just be online. I don't know. But anyways, let's talk about it. Doechii encourages Kai Cenat to read Toni Morrison as he rewrites his narrative. So from what I understand, because social media is going to throw everything in your fucking face, I'm not a fan of this dude. I've never watched this dude, but he's always in my fucking face. So apparently this young man is about to try and change his style. I don't know what's going to happen. Apparently he cut off all the locks and he's trying to grow up, I guess. He's trying to grow up. So let me tell you about it. So Twitch megastar Kai Cenat has been publicly committing to reading more because he wants to communicate better. He's talked about feeling like people didn't take him seriously in arguments and how that made him anxious and stumble over his words. How have you been carrying yourself, sir? He's even been uploading to a more hidden low-key YouTube channel showing the reading journey. And here comes the internet doing what it does best, mocking self-improvement. Why do you want people to know? Honestly, your growth should be a private thing between you and yourself, and people should notice it late as you grow. You know what I'm saying? Kai admitted he has been suffering from depression. Shit, I have been suffering from it too, god dang it. But my ass got a reason. His ass got money. Shit, you can get a psychiatrist. I'm still waiting for the motherfuckers to give me my psychiatrist back. Shit. I'm sorry, I don't feel no kind of ways because all the mental illnesses I got, shit. Anyways, let's see here now. The rapper Doechii jumped in and told him to read Toni Morrison, saying Morrison expanded her vocabulary, made her more descriptive, softened her heart, and she wasn't being cute about it either. She meant it. Naturally, someone had to be the actually police and claim Toni Morrison is too dense for a new reader. Doechii basically said, girl, please. She argued that Morrison is literally available in schools, and yes, you can pick her up. You just might have to pause and learn words like an adult. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I used to read the dictionary. Shit. Because I got sick and tired of my mom always telling me to look shit up. How the hell am I supposed to know how to spell knife? Shit. Anyways. And that part is important. Reading is supposed to always feel effortless. Good writing makes you stop, reread, sit with a sentence, and come back different. So my read on this is I love seeing a black man say I need to level up how I speak and then actually doing the work. And I love seeing other black creatives pushing him toward greats instead of microwave brain stuff. You know what you should also do? Get into conversations with other intellectuals, people that are learned and all. Talk to them and pick their brain and let them pick your brain and exchange mentally. If that's what you're trying to do, you literally are trying. I've been doing this since I was a child. Apparently, I was picking people's brains because I got adulted. I've been here before, apparently. I had an old soul. I was talking to fucking adults on an adult level at fucking 5. Seriously. Not a whole bunch of in-depth, but I could talk with you. I'll pick your brain. So all I'm saying is if you really want to uplift and change the way you speak, start talking to intellectuals. Start talking more to intellectuals and reading. That's all I can tell you. Because if Kai builds discipline through reading, that's bigger than content. That's a skill that follows you in every room. Business, conflict, leadership, all of it. I like to read. My mom used to chase me around trying to force me to read. Now I like it. All right. I don't know how I feel about this. I've been trying to avoid it since that last comment talking about I needed to go back to school. Yeah, I'm still a little petty about it. I'm still a little irritated. But I want people to understand I'm not a groupie. All right. I'm not going to sit up here and stalk you. I really don't care about your life that damn much. Well, I don't know, and like I said before, if your movie ain't a horror movie, a comedy, or something with action, most times I won't watch it. So, I'm gonna talk about her again because she's a pretty girl, and I like where her life is. She seems like a girl with her shit on straight. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna talk about her again, and if anybody has any shit to say about it, please watch the whole fucking segment. Cause y'all get on my fucking nerves like that. Talking about you need to go back to school. No, bitch, you need to hear everything I said. Anyways, moving on. Yeah, I'm petty. I'm old. God dang it, I ain't got much time, much to do, and I'm still looking for a new job. So miss me.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Teyana Taylor opens up about her divorce with Iman Shumpert. Shumpert. How tall is that dude? I heard he's tall as hell. He's a fuckboy from what I heard. So Teyana Taylor has been having a strong career moment, and she's also talking about how that stability affects how she views her relationship with her ex-husband, Iman Shumpert. They divorced in 2024, and reports about the settlement have circulated widely. Those reports said Teyana received multiple properties valued over $10 million, plus luxury vehicles. Why do we know all of this? Why is this our business? And that Shumpert is responsible for monthly child support and covering tuition costs for their daughters. Well, that tells you who's getting most of the money then. Now, I'm not here to count anyone's pockets like it's my job, but I am here to say divorce is expensive because peace is expensive. And that's why I'm always broke. And kids shouldn't have to pay the bill for grown folk decisions. Teyana's framing is what stood out. She described divorce as something like grieving, but she emphasized that the children are the anchor and the co-parenting means showing up for each other for the long haul. And that's the part people skip when they romanticize marriage and demonize divorce. After the vows, life is still lifing, okay? She also says she doesn't want her divorce story to make people afraid of marriage because her marriage can still be beautiful, and she's not the type to rewrite history and pretend the love wasn't real when it was. They had two beautiful kids. They were two beautiful people together. Now one I still think is a pervert, and the other one is getting her ass up and doing what she got to do. That's all I got to say. That's a very grown perspective. It was real, then it wasn't, and we're still going to parent it like it matters. That's not mess, and that is, that's maturity. These AI motherfuckers get on my nerves with that. That's that, and that's that. That gets on my nerves. It's like, dude, stop it. That's a trait, and it's horrible. All right, that's it for celebrity news. What we're going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and shout out these two companies. Then we're going to get into health. I got a bit of health for y'all. It's scary. I didn't expect it, but I really got a lot of health stories for y'all this time. And y'all might want to stick around because some of it's a little scary. So check out these two promos I have. They're a Black-owned company by a Black-owned woman. If you're interested in CBD and lip gloss, check her out. And if you have any commercials and you ain't got no money, I'm a small channel, but hey, I'll shout your ass out. I really will. I'm trying to do some things, and I don't mind pulling y'all up with me. I'm that little crab that's reaching my little claw back into the bucket. That's me. All right. Once I get my ass out of here, you coming with me. So anyways, check out her commercials. I'll be right back. All right, that's CBD Honey Lips. You can find her on Twitch, Thread, and Instagram. All right, here we go with the health news. Check this out.
We are at war.
If you got sickle cell, you might want to sit down and listen to this, all right? Medicaid tries new approach with sickle cell. Now, this story is big and it matters for Black families. An 18-year-old sickle cell patient described life before treatment as constant pain, hospital visits, missed school, the whole exhausting cycle. And after gene therapy, she said things are way better with no pain crises that sent her back to the hospital. Here's the policy shift. The federal government launched an outcomes-based payment approach to Medicaid to help states cover sickle cell gene therapies, meaning the deal is structured so drug makers can face rebate discounts if the treatment doesn't deliver agreed outcomes. It's basically, if you're charging millions, it better work. The two FDA-approved therapies have been on the market since 2023, and CMS lists prices around $2.2 million and $3.3 million per patient, not counting long hospital stays. And yes, sickle cell disproportionately affects Black Americans, as it always does. Roughly 100,000 people in the U.S. live with it, and Medicaid covers a big chunk of the patients. So access is a health equity issue, not a luxury issue. By mid-2025, 33 states plus D.C. and Puerto Rico had joined the federal initiative representing the majority of Medicaid beneficiaries and states, and have been interested because it reduces the every state negotiates alone mess and adds monitoring support. Okay, so there's more support for y'all. Now, the complicated part, outcome-based payment sounds great, but long-term data is still limited because trials were small and follow-up time has been short. That's why states want strong tracking, because if this becomes a model for other rare disease gene therapies, we need accountability baked in, not vibes. Also, the initiative started under Biden and continued under Drumpf's administration. Whatever credit folks want to fight over, I only care about the results. Black patients getting closer to real treatment access without states rationing care into the ground. That's all I'm saying. Now, moving on, for the Black ladies, we need to learn about this. If you're squeamish, you might want to leave. Let's talk about cervical cancer. Cervical cancer, is it deadlier than we realized? Yeah, it is, especially for Black women. Always fucking Black women. Cervical cancer is one of the most preventable cancers, and yet thousands of women still die from it. The American Cancer Society estimated that in 2025, there would be about 13,360 new invasive cervical cancer cases, about 4,320 deaths in the U.S. 4,320. Now, the part that makes me mad. These deaths aren't distributed evenly. Structural inequality shows up in screening access, follow-up care, vaccine access, and who gets diagnosed late. A huge driver is screening. ACS notes that screening has historically cut incidence dramatically, but gaps remain, especially where access is uneven. When it comes to Black women specifically, research published by American Cancer Society has reported that cervical cancer mortality rates are substantially higher in Black women than in white women, and survival disparities are tied to later diagnosis and inequities in care. So you need to get your checkups. I ain't never been to the hospital this much in my life. This portion of my life, I've been to the hospital too much. St. Jude also summarizes the disparity plainly. Black women are more likely to be diagnosed later and have significantly higher mortality, even though cervical cancer is largely preventable with HPV vaccination, regular screening, and timely treatment. And insurance matters. People with stable coverage are more likely to get routine screening and fast follow-ups. Folks uninsured or under-resourced are more likely to get delays, and delays in cervical cancer are deadly because what starts as treatable can become advanced while people are waiting on appointments, referrals, transportation, childcare, or a system that simply doesn't care if you live. The progress is real in younger age groups due to HPV vaccination, but the disparities are still real, especially for young women who didn't benefit from early vaccine rollout and those facing healthcare barriers now. So one thing you need to remember: get screened, follow up, advocate for yourself. And if you have daughters, nieces, godkids, normalize HPV vaccines like it's regular protection, because it is. Because them motherfuckers, good grief. Let's see. Like I told you, we're not done. We got quite a few. We got two more health stories. Cause shit, I gotta get it out there for you. Black doctors explain why it feels cancer is everywhere these days. All right, so let's talk about cancer. The thing folks used to whisper about, saying the name out loud would summon it. These days, cancer is everywhere in conversations, group family chats, celebrity headlines, TikTok, church prayer list, and that's got people asking, wait, is cancer actually rising, or are we talking about it more? Here's the truth. Both can be true at the same time. More awareness and more people speaking up is a good thing, because secrecy helps nobody. But the data also shows some trends are hard to ignore. For example, cancer incidence for women overall has been inching upward in recent years, and multiple reports have flagged that women under 50 are seeing troubling increases for certain cancers, especially breast cancer and some others. And yes, the pandemic made it worse in a very specific way. People skipped screenings, appointments got delayed, and some folks came back later with more advanced disease than they would have had if they'd been checked in on time. That's not fear, that's logistics, and it costs lives. Now let's talk about Black women, because the country loves to act confused when we say the system treats us different. Black women often get diagnosed younger for some cancers, and we're more likely to die from them, even when our rates of screening aren't wildly different, which is how you know this isn't just personal choices. It's access, follow-up care, bias, and being dismissed when we say something feels wrong. So if you're listening, get your routine screenings. Push for second opinions if your gut is screaming, and don't let anybody talk you out of taking your body seriously. We are not doing polite suffering in 2026, ladies. We ain't doing that no more, because damn it, if we don't save ourselves, obviously nobody else will. And now for our last one, and it hit me and probably most of my family. All right, so check this one out. Obesity isn't a personal failure. How Black Americans face higher risks. Now, this next one, the American Heart Association basically came through and said what a lot of us been saying forever. Obesity isn't just about discipline. It's shaped by social, economic, and environmental barriers, like where you live, what your job schedule looks like, what your neighborhood is like at night, and what food you can afford, and whether your healthcare system treats you like a human being. Because let's be real, it's easy to say just eat better when you've never had to choose between groceries and a bill. It's easy to preach just work out when you're working shifts exhausting, and you sleep in your sleep is trash because your environment is loud, unsafe, or lit up all night. I ain't even gonna joke. I got a blackout curtain on this window. I'm so glad I do, because at night sometimes when I decide to stay up late, I can see that fucking light coming on. It's bright as fuck. Anyways, I don't know where it's coming from. Anyways, let me go back. Let's see here now. All right. The AHA statement points out that these structural factors stack the deck. And yes, weight stigma is a whole additional mess, because people get judged at work, in doctors' offices, in schools, and even their own families. That stigma can make folks avoid healthcare entirely, which makes outcomes worse, and then society blames them again. Nasty cycle. Here's another thing. Obesity rates in the U.S. are high and have climbed over time, and the CDC data continue to track it, including severe obesity across adults. And it hits the Black communities hard, as always, partly because system barriers don't land evenly. So the AHA is basically saying, sure, personal habits matter, but if you want real change, you need policy, community supports, better access to affordable, healthy food, culturally relevant programs, and healthcare that doesn't treat people like a punchline. In other words, stop acting like everybody has the same starting line, because they don't, and we're tired of getting gaslit about it. Look, make time for yourself, basically, but shit, You got to live your life as well and do what's best for you and your family. That's it for the basic news. I got actually 2 freaking palate cleansers because seriously, we need to talk about this shit. These animals are trying to take over. We got to talk about that. Weight is a new problem. We didn't have these issues in the 1950s. Not even the hundreds old year olds were still struggling with how. Look. My mom said that before. The shit they were eating before was for longevity. That food, you notice a lot of them, they just now dying. Them motherfuckers living long because they ate good and they ate from the earth. You know what I'm saying? They got food from the earth and that was good. But anyways, let me go ahead and do my commercial one more time. Please like, share, comment. If you got any recommendations, hand them over. I might actually suggest them. If you got some stories, hand them over. I'll report them. Check out my commercial. I'll be right back with the absurdity. And if y'all want, we can check out this fashion show real quick. Not too long, just real quick.
It's just me and the fam. 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 Yeah. It's just me and the fam. See my little tay, that's my hype girl, that's my mascot. No one's go for hours and some hours till we pass out. Stay inside the house, turned up with them racks out. Stay inside the house, turn.
Okay. You see what I see, right? I told y'all these damn animals, we worried about immigrants. Let's be worried about these damn animals. They doing shit. Austrian researcher documents first case of a cow using a tool. This motherfucker using a damn tool. God dang it. All right. Now, what we gonna do when they start charging at us with fucking rakes and shit and beating our asses? What we supposed to do? I know we got force multipliers, but these motherfuckers are big as hell too. And they fast. Okay, I need you to put your serious face down for a second because science just gave us comedy and a reality check. I'm telling y'all, we need to be careful. These motherfuckers gonna take over. It ain't gonna be Planet of the Apes. It's gonna be Planet of the Animals. That's all I'm saying. Researchers documented what may be the first known. We don't know what else. That there might be a cow somewhere on a computer. I'm just saying. Maybe the first known case of a cow using tools in a flexible way, not just bumping into something by accident, but purposely using a stick or a brush to scratch herself, and even using different parts of the tool for different spots. This motherfucker is comfortable. The cow's name is Veronica, and that's Veronica with a K, y'all. A brown Swiss cow in Austria, and she has apparently been doing this for years. It's a regular Tuesday behavior. She does it on schedule. We gonna die. These damn animals gonna take over. Scientists published this in Current Biology, and the big deal here is the flexible part. Veronica wasn't just like, objects. She was choosing tools, adjusting how she used them, and switching techniques depending on what her body needed. That's cow food. That's what that is. That's a damn martial art she's practicing on. We need to observe this heifer, literally. That's cow food. We gonna get our asses whooped. Oh my God. It's our own fault. Farmers do it in front of them. They're learning from us. And I'm telling you, they gonna kick our ass one day. They gonna kick our ass. I'm telling you, the next story, I'm just gonna start a series. What the hell the animals doing now? That's what I'm gonna do. Them motherfucker, that damn cow. I'm telling you, y'all think it's cute. That cow gonna whoop our ass one day. All right, so in the researchers even, let's see here, and they referenced that old Far Side comic cow tools, which used to be a goofy joke about cows having weird tools. Turns out Veronica said the joke is on you. Now here's the part that matters. This isn't just cute. It's a reminder that humans have a bad habit of calling animals dumb because we don't bother to observe them closely, especially farm animals that we mostly treat like background props. This discovery is pushing scientists to rethink what cows may be capable of, whooping our asses when we actually pay attention. So shout out to Veronica out here scratching her own back and scratching the scientific ego at the same time. Just keep your ass in Austria. Fucking cows in Austria are dangerous. I'm telling you, no on immigration of cows from Austria, okay? No on Austrian cows. That motherfucker gonna come over here, she gonna stampede us and whoop our ass. You think I'm joking? You keep playing with me. You think I'm joking? That cow's coming, and we gonna all get hit with sticks. Or what if she picks up one of them old school like rakes? You know, the metal ones. She gonna kill us all. We all gonna die. God dang it! By a cow. We gonna get killed by a heifer. That's what it is. But this next story proves my point. I'm telling you right now, we need to look at this shit because this also proves they up to something and they're fucking strategizing and they're positioning. Look at this shit here. Where's my strange news? I'm telling you, this next one, whoo. Cow swims to Alcatraz Island in first ever documented case. What the hell? Why is that coyote? That's a coyote, okay? What's the coyote got to do with Alcatraz? What? I'm telling you, that's their base. That's their base. Fuck it. We see this. Next thing you know, we gonna see like a mountain lion swimming over there. We gonna see some peacocks, a emu, because them motherfuckers is everywhere. They gonna go to Alcatraz. That's their home base. I'm telling you, we gotta pay attention to these fucking animals. All right, this last one is straight out of a movie montage. A coyote was filmed swimming to Alcatraz Island. Yes, the former prison in what officials believe is the first documented case of a coyote making that trip. He got business over there, okay? He got a meeting. We need to pay attention to this damn coyote. Eyes need to be on these animals. We fighting each other. These animals gonna pull the damn rug up under us, okay? And I'll be damned if I have to deal with these two little furballs in my house like they shit don't stink, because it stinks very badly. I'm just telling you, it does. I have to fucking be high just to fucking change it. Anyways, let's see here now. The video showed the coyote swimming up, climbing onto the rocks, and basically acting like, I'm here, mind your business. Now, if you're thinking how far is that, it's over a mile of cold bay water, depending on the route. That's not a casual swim. That motherfucker had determination, cardio, and maybe a little bit of spite. That motherfucker was mad. Wildlife folks say the coyote could survive on the island at least short term because there's potential food and some fresh water sources. But the biggest advice is simple: leave it alone. Don't crowd it, don't chase it, don't try to be the main character for your TikTok. Let the animal exist, but keep eyes on it for real. That motherfucker is plotting. These animals are getting together and they are uniting more than we are. We need to be careful because them motherfuckers is coming for us. I'm telling you, they're going to start with the cows, knocking us upside the head with sticks. Then that damn coyote is going to have us in the Alcatraz and some kind of fucking labor system. I'm telling you, these motherfuckers are starting shit. Just saying. Anyways, and honestly, this story is funny, but it's also a reminder that wildlife is adapting and moving in surprising ways. This is surprising, especially around cities. This motherfucker's taking over. I'm trying to tell you, they're taking over. Coyotes already live in and around urban areas all over the U.S. They're going to be driving Tesla soon, I'm telling you. The shock is the destination. Alcatraz is iconic and now apparently on the coyote travel itinerary. This motherfucker got plans. I'm telling you, there was a meeting. So welcome to 2026, where coyotes are doing prison tourism. We're all trying just to keep up. Man, no. That motherfucker is plotting. I don't know what the fuck what y'all think. This motherfucker is plotting. I'm looking at you too, cat. Look, she stopped cleaning herself when I said that. She's looking at me. That motherfucker plotting too. These furry motherfuckers are gonna get us if we are hanging. That's all I got to say. That's my last story. I do have a fashion show, but it depends on if y'all want to watch it. Okay? Y'all need to tell me right now if you want to see the fashion show. Otherwise, I'm getting my ass off. Coyotes are saying we protest. If you say so, I think they getting ready to do something. I think the coyotes are doing like the strategics. The damn cows are training. The emus are distracting our asses. Okay? What other animal are the chickens? The chickens are doing surveillance. The motherfuckers they got us. That's all I gotta say. They got us. Now come on now, let me know. Do one or two? One, yes, I want the fashion show. Two, no, and I'm gonna go fuck off somewhere. Let me know now. Light snow. Yeah, fashion. Okay then. We'll do it then. Let's move on. I'm gonna do my little commercial as always, and when I get back, Y'all gonna be able to see some fashion. We gonna drag some fashion because I don't understand it, okay? Once again, disclaimer before anybody comes up here trying to act like I know what the fuck I'm talking about. I don't understand fashion and I'm a regular person. So don't come at me talking about, oh, you just don't understand or this is couture. I don't understand it, motherfucker. I really don't. So check this out. I can't stay. I gotta go later if y'all do it. All right, take care. And have a better day tomorrow. These chickens are organized. I told you, you play with me. I'm serious. The motherfuckers are getting us because the chickens be distracting the motherfuckers. They strategizing. We gonna get taken over. And I don't know what else to tell y'all. That's all I gotta say. We gonna be in trouble if we don't pay attention to these animals. Check this out.
It's just me and the fam. It's just me and the fam. It's just me and the fam. It's just me and the. It's just me and the fam. Yeah, yeah. It's just me and the fam. See my little Tay, that's my hype girl, that's my mascot. No one's go for hours and some hours till we pass out. Stay inside the house, turned up with them racks out. Stay inside the house, turned.
All right, here we go. We're going to look at some of the Golden Globe Award outfits. Let's see how they look. Because I'm telling you, once again, disclaimer, I don't understand fashion. So don't come at me. I see how I see it. So apparently these two were together at the Golden Globe. I have yet to understand exactly what she does. Is she an actress? Other than being the stepdaughter of Steve Harvey, what does she do? Other than date really eligible guys? Someone tell me, because I know he's an actor and he looks very good in that outfit, but his legs look scrawny as hell. Maybe them pants could have been a little baggier. I'm just saying, because his legs look really skinny. Now, she looks fine and all, and you know she's going to look fine because that's her whole aesthetic, I guess. She's shiny, that's for damn sure. I just want to know, what does Lori Harvey do? Seriously, what is she called? What is her job? Does she have companies? What the fuck? Or is she just professional eye candy? I don't get it. Moving on, because I mean the dresses look fine. She's standing very tall without a bra, so I'm not sure if those are real, but if they are, well, good on you, damn it. You probably can afford the workers. All right, let's look at a real couple. Okay, who are they first? Sterling K. Brown and Ryan Michelle Bathe. So they went together and why does he look like he's about to go do some salsa dancing? He looks like he's about to be in a Miami bar, and she looks like she's taking off her wedding dress almost. It's that corset style, but I mean, her hair is gorgeous. I wish she had some necklaces or some more jewelry other than that ring. I hope that's their wedding ring. He looks fine and debonair and stuff, but I really wouldn't expect this for she's okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and put that down there. All right, that is your opinion. I'm not a part of that. I was just questioning because I don't want none of her fans coming after my ass. Yeah, so this one right here, they look healthy as hell. I just wouldn't expect. I just the styles don't match. The styles don't match. Honestly, she looks like Here Comes the Bride. He looks like, oh yeah, como va. That's what he looks like. Oh yeah. And oh Lord have mercy, you know he should have got on a step. Why the hell did you pose like that? That made your ass look shorter than hell. God dang. At least the outfit fit, but damn it, them pants. I don't know why it is everybody got to be in a tight suit now. She looks great, but she ain't wearing no bra, obviously. But she's small enough that she gets away with it, except at the bottom where it's getting like, kind of big because she done had them babies. Her hair looks lovely. She looks great. He looks like a little chocolate man. What the fuck, man? Seriously, dude. I'm sorry. I haven't really had much good to say about this dude in a few years. So yeah, he's irrelevant to me. But there they are, the married couple. Yeah, and don't make fun of me. That's my damn mouse. Moving up, this is Ryan Coogler and his is this his wife? Yeah, this is his wife. Why doesn't she have his what is that? Zinzi. That's her. They look great, but that dress looks like a damn is that a pocket? That dress looks like it's a washcloth. I'm not even gonna lie. You look great, but you look like you just got out of a shower and you have a black towel. That's what it looks like. I'm sorry. But I love your jewelry. The accoutrement is beautiful. I just wish you had a chain or something. He looks great. I'm wondering, is that tails? Does he have tails on that suit as well? That would be very debonair. But yeah, that dress, it looks like a towel. She looks great, but that dress does not. It looks like a towel. Moving on. She has always been an odd-looking duck to me. I've never really found this woman very pretty, but I guess this is... Wait, who's this? Is this her husband? This is her longtime partner. So they're not married, they're just shacking up, is what they say. The only thing I could say is he looks fine. She looks like her ass should be on a prairie. Seriously, I mean... The dress is not doing it for you. It's not complimenting it. Your hair is very plain. You look like Plain Jane. You're the Black Plain Jane. Really, you do. Yeah, at least y'all match, but really, even your skin tone matches. But seriously, the best I can say is nice shoes, and I like the way the dress ends. But that dress, nah, it's not helping you much. And the accoutrement you have... Honestly, it looks like something that came from an African village. Really, it does. It's not popping enough, honestly. You could have added some color if that's what you was going for. I'm sorry. I didn't like it. I don't like it. Now, here's another couple. Okay, I already told y'all what I was told about Velvet, but we still gonna go with Velvet. Okay, this looks like a church couple. Really, they do. This is Ashley Waters and Danielle Waters. Okay, Ashley, I think, is the guy. He's a British actor and a rapper. Never heard of this man in my life, but he's apparently a rapper and an actor. So he's Britain's Ludacris, I guess. And I guess this is his wife. I don't know. My mom told me Velvet makes you look cheap. I think she looks uncomfortable. That's the pose, is saying uncomfortable. She's got no necklace. The dress is form-fitting, so I guess, but honestly, that pose is fucking you up, man. You look very strange that way. I like the color. That's the best I can say. And he looks like he's at a funeral, or he's at some metropolitan thing waiting for a martini. That's what he looks like. I'm not impressed. But hello, British black folks, I guess. I don't know. I don't know who either of them are, really. Oh, Lord Jesus. Is that... Oh, Lord. Who... Oh, Lord, that's your partner right there? Ooh. Lord, have mercy. Where you... Okay. That... I'm a little disappointed. All right. Let's talk about it. One, she looks like her ass belongs in Las Vegas with some kind of little flowers and feathers and shit. He looks like he's a fucking jester right there, honestly. I didn't know Velvet is still in. I didn't either, but apparently it is. Now this shit right here, dude, are you blind? Why do you have such big ass glasses? And what's up with this? You went and got yourself a European snow bunny, I guess. This is Babyface Enrica Tischendorf. We probably should have known because, oh Lord. So divorced from Nicole Pattenberg. Now, who's Nicole Pattenberg? Are you telling me this dude always liked them? Because I could have sworn he was with Pebbles, but Pebbles has that kind of aesthetic. Going Karen. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But I think he might have always been. I don't know. I gotta see, because you remember Pebbles. Pebbles was passing. She was one of them motherfuckers that had the phenotypes. Pantenberg, good grief. That's another. No, that's a. I don't know what the hell that's a mixed girl. That's what that is. That's a mixed girl. If nothing else, she's mixed. So he's always gone for the fairer people. I see. Yeah, I see a trend. All right, so I already knew about this couple right here. He could have done better for her. This is Keegan and his wife. I already knew about this couple. He looks fine. Wow. Maybe had her hair been up. Why the fuck is she... Maybe she was cold. Why is she wearing that coat on? You know what? You wanted to embarrass him. I think that's what you wanted to do. Because seriously, that dress might be actually very cute, but I don't know what's going on with your coat, because it don't look good. And then you got that little bag right there. Yeah, nah. This was not... You were not ready for the Globe. But it looks like that was the final fashion for y'all. Tune in next time. I'll have another fashion one for y'all. But that's it for it. That I love y'all and thank y'all for coming. Always keep your ass paying attention to these animals. I'm telling you, maybe this needs to be a new segment because these animals are getting smart. The goddamn cows are using damn what you call it tools. Them damn coyotes are swimming to Alcatraz. Them chickens, them emus. I'm telling you, while we fighting each other, the motherfuckers are gonna have an uprising. Ain't gonna be no Planet of the Apes. It's gonna be Planet of the goddamn Animals. It's just gonna be a zoo. L.A. Reid babyface partner was married to Pebbles. Okay. Oh, I thought he was dating her. All that time I thought they were dating. Okay, well, thank you for telling me. Thank y'all for coming. I love y'all. If y'all have any kind of comments or recommendations, let me have them. Please don't be rude because I am kind of petty right now. I got a lot of time on my hand. Not a lot of money, but a lot of time. Anyways, I love y'all and good night.
I can't stay. No, I always gotta go. Playing house to stay home with my soul on the road. I can't stay. No, I always gotta go. Playing house to stay home with my soul on the road.
Welcome to the party.